Hi everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Friday. Happy October. It is my favorite month of the year. Maybe because it is, a very specific birthstones month this month. So, which is, a heads up as always because you know me, once October hits, all of the black opals are coming out en masse. So, super excited for that. And several of our museum pieces have safely made it back to us ever since our representatives came back from the Hong Kong show. The Rhodocrosite, the largest in a ring, is one of them, and I am very pleased to say that that ring has gotten a discount. So I trust that there's, at least one person out there aside from me who's been thinking about that ring. So if you happen to be watching, it is here. It is on a brand new discounted price. And speaking of museum pieces, this necklace, this choker that I am wearing, is actually a blue sapphire piece. Now, the sapphire itself is, just a few points shy of being 3 carats. And the diamond weight, 668, a pretty hefty amount. And I am not just wearing this for show. I know a lot of you guys, may watch the show, see me put up all these museum pieces and think, oh yeah, she's just doing show and tell at this point. No. These pieces are show and will go because this choker that I'm wearing right here, 15 inches by the way, has also gone through a quite drastic discount. So, and by that, I don't mean, take off $500 here and there and put it back up and hope someone will buy it, right? By that, I mean that this necklace has gotten a discount of $10,000 off. So that's a lot. And it is here if you want to see it, do let me know. Requests, of course, are always welcome. I am, of course, wearing also blue-winged block Tanzanites as a bangle. I think the one and only blue-winged block Tanzanite bangle that we have here. So very interesting to think about, but it is here, as well as so many brand new designer pieces, mostly in the tourmaline. So, if you are an October baby, today might just be your day. And of course, black opals are here, so excited. I have one stone that we have seen, pretty much every single day that I've only had this type of stone once before that I can remember. It is brand new today, and I just can't believe it. So enough talking from me. We have a lot to get to today. Let us get right into it because today we are starting off with, surprise, surprise, black opals. Let us take a look. And here we have actually 2 rings up here because I thought, you know what? It's my favorite month. Bring out some black opals. Why not do 2 at the same time, right? I mean, they look pretty much about the same, and, color-wise, they both have so many, a wide variety of color. And I just have to say, we're going to do these 2 your choice of, because I just wanted to do something a little bit special for our first October show of the month. And here we are, because these stones may not be, 10 carats plus, but they are still impressive. They are still, I just love them, right? You know me, when I see a stone that I absolutely love, I'm just gonna grab it, put it into a ring, put it into a pendant, put it into whatever, and bring it out for you guys. And so here's what we're gonna do. So both of these rings started at about $2,999, and we are going to do your choice of, so whichever one you like, or if you want to pick up both of them, you can do that. But here's the thing, I cannot duplicate these stones. I only have the one on the left, and I only have the one on the right, and that's it. So if you guys were interested, the one on the left, the one with a slightly darker base color, that is going to be this one right here. This is going to be our 80-point center stone with 45 points of your diamonds. Now, of course, there is no breakdown on the diamonds, but just know that for both of these rings, there are tapered baguettes. And the one on the right, the one with a slightly brighter base color, is going to be our 70-point center stone with 43 points of your diamonds. And both of these rings are going to be in the platinum, which means that we will still be able to size it for you. But here's the thing, guys. These 2 rings up here, not even going to be $19.99. And if you're looking and you already have a favorite, I can probably guess a lot of you guys probably like the one on the right, and you're probably looking at the one on the left thinking, you know, it's nice, but it doesn't necessarily have a, you know, bright, sharp display of color. And to that I say, you know, not necessarily, because if you remember me saying, these are stones that you are not looking at them straight on your hand all the time, right? So I'm actually going to grab this one, and I'm just going to, you know, just move it around a little, because once you look at it from all of the different angles, here is where all of the different plays of color comes out. And not to mention, when I angle it like this, I mean, so much of the stone turns into that bright, you know, riveting red, and especially here too, right? This is not a colorless stone, right? When you're looking at it like this, you know, you can still see a lot of those bright neon greens, reds, blues, purples, right? A lot of colors there. But you're thinking, you know, it's not as present. When you have these on the hand, you're going to be looking at these stones from an angle, and that is the beauty of it. It looks like a completely different stone no matter how you look at it. And here's what we're gonna do. If you want to see the graphics, we can build them. That's perfectly fine, but just know that these are not small stones. We have 80 points on the left, 70 points on the right, and we are going to make them $999, your choice of very first two items of today. And let me, of course, try on the lighter one right here. I mean, guys, come on. Even from here, you can see that shift of color from the greens to the reds. I mean, this is a lively stone. You can see those tapered baguettes too, by the way. Triple split shrink on this one, platinum. True to size, of course, just currently not my size, but you can see how bright and eye-catching those colors are. This is not some dull, you know, you kind of glance at it and you miss it kind of stone. This is an attention grabber. And $999, your choice of for this one. And of course, let me put this one back down onto the wheel right here and pick up, you know, I think this might be my favorite out of the two, I'm just saying, but this one is just, you put it on the hand and it is just going to have such a, it's like a surprise, right? It's not going to be, you know, always, you know, flashing and bright, but when you have it at that specific angle, which, you know, when you have it on your hand, you're going to be seeing it from these very specific angles, right? It's going to, you know, knock your socks off, right? You're going to be like, wait, did my stone always do that, right? Sometimes I see opal rings and, you know, I'm very familiar with them here, and I put them on my hand and then I kind of, you know, move along with my day, and I look down at my hand and I see, you know, such, you know, a different color, and I'm just like, wait a second, did this stone always do that before, or am I tripping, right? Like, what's going on here? But that really is what opals can do, where it's not just like one color, right? It has so many hidden colors. It's truly like an experience. So your choice of $999 here. And hi everyone. Hi Donna, hi Tracy, hi Steven. Hi everyone, and hi G. This is here, black opals. Now, if you want something a little bit larger, I have one other ring here today. I don't think I have anything else, so if you want to request something, go right on ahead. Now, I'm gonna be moving a little bit fast here, so if one of these is already gone, please do let me know. I know, Donna, it's been so fun lately with all these brand new pieces. And speaking of brand new, the next item is also going to be brand new here today. And you know, this just made me think, right? This is our diamond ring. And this is going to be 1125962. This made me think a little because I've actually had quite a few friends get engaged recently, and you know, some of them opted for lab created diamonds, you know, no opinion from me, but I did have a friend who did go for a natural diamond, and to that I was like, oh, nicely done, right? And I was just a little bit curious. Now, she didn't post the actual ring, but you know, she shared basically a card from this company that she bought it from, and this company is known for it's very specific blue color, so if you know, you know. And I was like, oh, what's going on over here? And she told me, let's see, 4 words. those 4 words were rock is very expensive. Those were the 4 words. And I was like, ooh, a little bit like, ooh, yikes, right? And so this kind of made me think about that, because this is where you can still shop for natural, from the earth diamonds, and this is platinum. Now they actually have all of the diamonds combined into one, so I do not have a breakdown. So the entire ring is a carat total weight. However, I did a little poll before the show started. I went around to all of our jewelers, to our designers, to everyone, and I said, you know, I had a number in mind, but I was just wondering, you know, if you were to look at that pear-shaped center stone, and if you were to guess approximately the, you know, carat weight, how much would you guess? And, you know, the general consensus was about 50 points, which is half a carat. So out of that 1 carat total weight, at least half of that is in that center pear-shaped stone. So that is not a small little stone. The halo definitely helps with accentuating its presence. And here is the shocking part, because $29.99 is the original price on this ring, which, you know, even all things considered, platinum, you know, at least a half carat center stone, an additional approximately half carat of diamonds around that. $29.99, I was like, oh, wow, that is a fantastic deal. I mean, if you put this online on some, you know, major jewelry websites, you know, shop, and you put it up there, you don't say it's from us, and you put it at $29.99, no doubt that it will fly, right? No doubt that it will go. But we are TVON, and, you know, I think this could be a perfect engagement ring, right? We've seen a lot of different shaped diamonds here and there, and I mean, a pear shape with a single halo around it, I mean, why not, right? It definitely has that engagement sort of look, I think. And, you know, there's no specific time of the year where it's not like the holiday seasons where all the holidays are, you know, on specific days. I mean, engagements happen year round, and I'm just saying, right, this could be an engagement ring. And even better is that if you like it, or if you just want to wear it for yourself every single day, I mean, go right on ahead, because I'm going to help you with the price here. It is not even going to be $1,299. Do not expect this to be the normal pricing of diamonds here on Forward. Do not expect us to bring out like a whole bunch of these and say, hey guys, you know, just sell them, right? I only have this one. This is a very special price, a very special deal for someone out there. And we are going to make it also $999 on our 1 carat total weight pear-shaped designer ring. And of course, I mean, platinum, as you know, is a little bit more weighty than your usual gold. So there is definitely going to be some weight behind this ring. And, you know, honestly, I think that maybe I prefer the platinum more, because then you can always feel it on your hand, right? It's not going to be, you know, disruptive, but you'll feel the weight of it, and you'll feel, you know, the importance of it. So $999 on this one. I will, of course, try it on the hand here. This is almost not my size, but I mean, from a distance away, doesn't it look like just one solitaire diamond? Doesn't it, right? When in fact you have a approximate 50-point center stone with a halo of diamonds, but I mean, just look at how still sparkling and dazzling that centerpiece is. So $999 on this one, not high off the hand at all. And although this is also a rock that is from the earth, it is not going to be very expensive. So $999 on this one, let me know. And let's go back up close. Donna says, you feel the weight of platinum and it wears well. Donna, I agree. I mean, you know, I wasn't really exposed to platinum until fairly recently here. All I knew, you know, many years ago was that platinum is way more, or was at this point, way more expensive than gold, and now look what's happened. But yeah, I actually, you know, surprisingly quite like the weight of platinum. And, you know, that also got me thinking, if we do happen to just specialize in platinum going on forward, as I talked about last week, I'm just thinking, right? Like, I love a weightier piece, right? I love a weightier ring. So maybe this platinum, maybe they're onto something. So that's all I'm saying. $999 on this one right here. And of course, I think I can't wait on this one. I think I'm going to have to bring out yet another platinum piece with that Rhodocrosite, because I believe that there's, at least one other person out there who is thinking about this ring just like me. I think about it every single day. But came in today, saw the piece in my box. I was like, don't mind if I do. And we're going to bring it out up next. Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite is also here. I have an emerald cut, which I think I'm going to flash first, actually, because we've seen a lot of Blue Wing Block D Tanzanites at this point in time, and there's something about this stone that I can't quite put my finger on it, but something about this stone feels very different from the others. So just flashing that right over there. Of course, I'm wearing the bangle with the hexagon cuts. And next up is going to be that Sweet Home Rhodocrosite in the platinum. Let me know on this $999 ring. Now, this is going to be 112-5074, and I woke up this morning, 6 a.m. in a cold sweat, not because blue jumped and landed on my face yet again, but because I have been doing inventorying, right, this past week, updating inventorying of all of our collection pieces, of all of our museum pieces, such as this one, right? This is a collector's piece. And this entire past week, just staring at a computer, typing away, and I woke up this morning a little bit panicked because after all of those pieces, I suddenly thought, I did not see this one. So I thought for sure that someone had got it in Hong Kong, and I was, a little bit sad. Came in today, saw this in my box, and I went, huge sigh of relief, right? I'm like, oh, it's back, thank goodness. Because I absolutely love and adore this ring, and, I have the privilege of walking through, management's private collection, stones that they've collected for, who knows how long at this point. And they have Rhodocrosite, right? I don't mention it a lot, but they have Rhodocrosite. The stones they have are a lot larger than this stone right here, but, despite all that, I actually really like this stone a lot more. Management, they have 2 stones, a lot larger. But the thing is, it looks like, please don't fire me for this, but it looks like chalk. It's very included. It's, the size is there, the color is there. The color is pretty much identical to this one, emerald cuts, but it's just, the thing is, it's just very included. And if you were to take their stones and put this stone next to it and tell me pick one, I would pick this one because it has the clarity to it, right? It feels like Rhodocrosite. It feels like top quality material. And don't get me wrong, management is, they have their eye on this piece, right? They're like, if this doesn't go by so-and-so, maybe we'll just put it back into, our private collection. So here's the thing. It started at $39,999, and from there, it was brought down to $24,999. And for pieces like this, we do not take discounting lightly, right? These are very important pieces. You do not see pieces like this every single day. I don't see them every single day, and I'm surrounded by jewelry and gemstones every single day. And yet, I do not see pieces like this every single day. Now, I'm going to block actually 2 of the lights just to show you the inside of the stone, because a lot of these stones, they can be included, they are included, and some stones actually are pretty, foggy, right? It looks like someone breathed on it, and it looks like the fog never went away. But this clearly does not have that problem. This is just such a bright stone, and I know that if you get this, you are going to absolutely love it. If you've even just primarily and only collected rhodocrosite, maybe from us, maybe from, around the world, I can guarantee you that this is going to be the absolute best rhodocrosite that you will ever own. I can guarantee you that. And so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be, showing this quite often until it goes, because I believe that there is someone out there who has been thinking about this ring just like I have been thinking about it constantly. I'm gonna keep one light blocked here so you can, still see into the sun. I mean, like here is one light blocked, and it really looks so much better. This stone, this is one of those stones that, are quite intense in the sense that the camera gets a little confused, right? There is so much bright lights reflected back into the camera that the camera does not know what to fill in that space with, right? The information kind of just gets blurred together. But when I block one of the lights here, and when I block a second light right here, this helps so much. Here you can really just see the clarity. You can see the quality. I don't have to tell you that this is a top quality rhodocrosite. You can just see it, right? And so here's what we're gonna do. If you've been thinking about this ring, if you maybe just want to have the best rhodocrosite that I have ever seen, that you have probably ever seen for yourself, I'm going to help you today, because we are going to make this ring right here $19,999. First collector's piece of the day. I know it's not a small one, but trust me when I say that when you get this at home, you are going to look at all of your other rhodocrosites, and you might think to sell them off to other to your local jewelers who've been maybe chasing after you, begging you to sell it to them, and just keep this one, because out of every single stone that I have seen, this is the absolute best one. And this is not exactly like other gemstones where we have options, right? What we have is what we have. It's not like, oh, do you want a cushion cut? Do you want a round? Do you want a pear-shaped? Like, do you want something that's a little bit more of this color or that color? Or, clarity-wise, are you, willing to compromise a little? Like, we don't have options for this stone right here. This is what we have, and this today is its brand new discount for one collector and one collector only. Again, I believe that someone out there will get this today. All you gotta do is call me, and of course I would love to try this on the hand. I mean, it just looks, look at how bright it is, right? How many other rhodocrosites can you see on the hand and see the stone do this, right? Not many others. Others will, they'll still be a nice color, but they won't be as bright and as reflective as this one. This one is super clean. The color is so open, and it's been on my mind, guys. It's been on my mind, and it is here. So let me know if you would like to grab it. Oh, I didn't mention diamonds. It has some diamonds around it, of course. 67 points total weight of your round and tapered baguettes. And platinum, we will size it for you, true to size on this one. Charmaine, I agree, this is a gorgeous stone. This is absolutely breathtaking. It is addicting. I have to admit, it is a little bit addicting. And it is here, the best stone we have in our ring, right here, right in front of you. I mean, just look at that. It is luscious, right? Like, it is not like any other rhodocrosite I have ever seen before. So call me if you would like it, and I will be recapping it, later in today's show as well if it does not go. Believe me, I will. And I will bring it out as many times as needed for this piece to sell right here. So call me on this one. It is just absolutely stunning. And we do have a request for Carla for a golden pearl strand necklace, which is very exciting to see. I actually don't know. Okay, so this is not the one that I had flashed. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Can't remember at this point, but guys, call me on this rhodocrosite. We have a golden pearl strand necklace coming up next that has also been discounted. So looks like everything is, going on sale today, but call me on this one. You do not want to miss out. And, if there happens to be two people thinking about this and one of you guys calls in 2 seconds too late, again, it's to whoever said sold first. So just keep that in mind. Think about it if you need to. And if you want to talk to me, if it's still here after the show, I will be hanging around. So just know that it is here, brand new discount for one caller and one caller only. And we are going to move right along here. I mean, that's just stunning. Oh my gosh. Next up, let's go to the hand here, as we do have 1123229. Looks something like this. Of course, Blue Wing Black D Tanzanite bangle is still here, and if you would like to see it, let me know. This is going to be our South Sea Golden Pearl necklace, and this does have a yellow gold clasp, as is shown right here. A beautiful scalloped texturing here, and this has 16 to 12 millimeters of the pearl, so they're not all going to be the same millimeter size, which I quite like about that, because when the pearls, you know, they're only one size, then, you know, it doesn't look bad, but when it graduates, it gives it a little bit more liveliness to it, I guess you could say. And this is also going to be 17 inches here. Now, here's the thing, Carla. I don't know if this is the specific one that she requested, but these pearls are pretty sizable. They are all perfectly matching despite the millimeter size difference. And it started at $17,999, which, again, you have 31 pearls in this one necklace. Makes sense. And here's what we're gonna do. Last you saw it, it was hovering about, you know, in the $88 price range. Again, still perfectly fair, but we are TVON. We give you the absolute best deals that you have ever seen. And this is going to be one of them. Carla, call me now. I only have this one. The clasp itself have to stay in the yellow gold, and if you would like this one, we are going to make it $5,999. Just like that. Now, I think we've gone a little bit too crazy with the discounting, but hey, whatever is best for you guys, right? And this is what it looks like on the neckline as well. As you can see, that is the blue sapphire necklace that I am wearing. But I mean, just look at it, right? No matter how you wear it, it is going to look beautiful. All of these pearls are perfectly matching. There's not a single pearl that looks out of place. And $59.99 will make it yours. So let me know, Carla, if this is what you're looking for. And let's actually go up close so I can show you what it looks like with all of your pearls here. And of course, I'll have to, you know, zoom back out a little bit here, but you can see all of your pearls just like that. I mean, right? Such a gorgeous array of your South Sea golden pearls. Call me on the Rhodocrosite. Carla, let me know what you think. $59.99. And it is here for the time being. And I think both of our opals might still be here as well. So let me know if you want to see them with the graphics. We can bring them back up. Of course, any other requests are welcome as well. You guys are talking about eating dinner. I haven't had dinner yet. And Carla, let me know. Now, next up I have a ring, and we've seen this stone before, but never quite like this. Now, if you guys will do me a quick little favor here, clean off your screens and put some eye drops in your eyes and get ready for this next piece, because I've only seen this happen once before. I'm going to zoom back in just to get ready here. Carla, let me know if this is the strand you are talking about. And next up, we have a gorgeous ring that looks something like that. Now, this is a stone that goes by the name of Aquamarine. Have you guys ever seen an aquamarine as bright, as deep of a blue, as saturated as this one before? This is 1126094, and the moment I laid eyes upon it, my jaw dropped. I said, oh my. I remember having one ring many, many months ago that had a stunning aquamarine, that the stone itself was so saturated that parts of the stone almost looked like a cornflower blue sapphire. This, everyone, is aquamarine. Now, if you've been a long time not a fan of aquas, this is the ring that will change your mind. This is in the platinum and 18K yellow gold. It is a perfect contrast of your metals here. Very subtle, but it's there. And the center stone is a 226. You got 9 points of diamonds. And you've seen our aquas. You know that aquas throughout the last couple of years, the prices have gone up, right? There was a drought of aquamarines for a period of time. You might remember. We had them pretty much every single show, and then they kind of disappeared for a while, and only up till recently, they've been slowly coming back, because even us here, we were a little more than a little bit, we were very surprised at what aquamarines were doing, right? And it wasn't just for the stones that were of a high saturation like this one. It was for even the watered down blues, the barely there blues, even those stones, the prices skyrocketed. So for a stone of this color, it is not a surprise when you say, oh yeah, you know, those prices went sky high many, many months ago, and it stayed there. But here's what we're gonna do. It's not going to be $5,999. I'm going to say, forget the price increase. I don't know what you're talking about. And for this ring right here, we are going to discount it, because although being brand new today, I still think that it deserves some sort of discount, just so that one of you guys can grab this piece and really just see what top quality aquamarine looks like and is. And you know, we do have aquas here. They are also of a top quality material, very bright blues, saturated blues. You've seen them, you know them, you own them, you love them. But this right here, I have to say, is next level, right? There is no color zoning. There is no secondary hues of, you know, greens, of other colors that you don't necessarily want to have in your gemstone. This is pure blue. And here's what we're gonna do on this one. It's not even going to be $39.99. Now again, platinum, it is a weightier piece. We will still size it for you. It is true to size, and let me of course put it on the hand here as well. I mean, right? Other online stores, other networks, you know, they can do all the color correcting they want, but this stone right here, all of our aquas in fact, do not need any sort of color correcting, color saturation to make you believe that it is blue. The stone does all of the work here. This is completely natural from the earth, and it's not even going to be $29.99 either. I can't believe I'm doing this. And again, you see it on the hand. It is not a small ring. It is not a small, barely there stone. It is sizable. It has a presence, right? And if you get this and suddenly, you know, people come up to you asking you, what are you wearing? And you tell them aquamarine, they're not gonna believe you. They probably have never seen aquamarines of this color intensity before. I've only seen it twice. Here, right? And how long have I been here, right? So now is your chance to grab one of the best aquamarines that I have ever seen. And it's not even going to be $29.99. Let's bring it back up close for one last look. Of course, true to size on this one as well. Let me actually just, you know, move it around here, because from the side, color saturation is there. From the back, I mean, it might be mostly covered with the platinum, but just from this, you can probably judge how heavy of a ring this is going to be. And if you would like it, call me now. I only have this one. This is going to go. We're gonna make it $2,499 to the very first caller who says yes, please, and yes, thank you on this ring, because this will go. And do not call me, you know, a week from now asking me to bring out another aqua that looks like this. I do not have another one. I've been through all of our loose stones. I've been through the private collection. I do not have another stone that quite looks like this one. This is it. This is all. Call me now, $24.99, as is for the gold and platinum. And we will find out who is going to grab it here today. Now I do have another opal ring. Hope you guys aren't tired of opals yet. It's gonna be a long month if you guys are not fans of opals. And that is what it looks like, in case anyone was curious here. And you can see that this stone is turning the diamonds in the ring behind it into a red color. That is all of the opal's doing. So if you're interested in that one, please do let me know. Let me actually bring out that blue wing block D Tanzanite because it's, you know, surprisingly caught my eye. And I've seen a lot of blue wing block D Tanzanites here at this point. May not see many more going forward, but you know, throughout the years I've seen quite a lot. This one being one of them. Now this is an emerald cut. This is 1121951. And we've all seen a lot of our blue wing block D Tanzanites here and there. We've seen a lot of the rounds, the cushion cuts, the square cushion cuts, the pear shapes, the ovals, fancy cuts, you name it, we've got it, right? And yet, despite all that, there is something very specific about this stone that, even to me, I was a little taken aback, because our Tanzanites, blue wing block D, right? Other people, they may make up, you know, little names for their Tanzanites to help them sell, right? They might add a, you know, it's a superstone or this or that, right? Or even neon. Now, the word neon is really what I want to focus on, because we do not call our blue wing block D Tanzanites neon. And yet, when I looked at this piece, the first word that I thought of was neon. And then suddenly I was like, okay, brain, why did you think of the word neon? There is something about the intensity of this blue that, again, the first time I saw, I was a little bit confused. I was like, we never call them neon. And yet here I am, standing there with this ring on my hand, and I'm calling this a neon stone. That is because this is our museum reserve blue wing block D Tanzanite. This is the best that money can buy. You don't see anywhere else selling, you know, museum reserve Tanzanites. Nowhere else has blue wing block D Tanzanites. Only we got it. And of course, if you're going to put something on display in a museum, it better be the best. And this right here is going to be the best. This is our 1712 center stone, red flashes, of course, in our emerald cut blue wing block D Tanzanite. And you've also got quite a lot of diamonds. Now this is not a small stone, 1712. Take a look at it on the hand here. This is a pretty sizable stone, and single halo around it, yes, but you do have to consider that there are also going to be pear shapes. So you have 50 points of your pear shapes, and you have 52 points of your rounds, total a carat or two, right? For just a single halo and some special designs on the top and bottoms of these stones right here. And here is the crazy part, because the first time we saw it, it was $19,999. This is what I love about emerald cuts, right? It looks like a regular, typical gemstone, hits the light, and suddenly the entire stone just comes to life. True to size on this one, and you know, if you're okay with waiting, we will go ahead and make the mounting in the yellow gold or the rose gold, but for this one in particular, I would really just keep it in the white gold. And here is where we are going to go a little bit crazy on the price, because this should not be happening. You guys all know gold prices, you know, sky high. Tanzanite prices in general have gone up, and here's what we're gonna do. This ring is no longer going to be $99.99. It's a large stone. It's a large ring. It's true to size, so as long as you get it in your size, it will not twirl and dance on your hand. But you will twirl and dance when you get this piece because it is a steal, and that stone is just, there is something about it that just screams neon to me. So here's what we're gonna do. If you would like to grab this piece, I think one of our last museum reserves, haven't seen a lot going forward. I think we actually moved them over to, management's collection because there's just so few to go around, right? I mentioned earlier that in our vaults, we had 2 full boxes of blue wing block D Tanzanites. And when I last checked, and I updated you guys a couple months ago, it was down to 1 box. And in that 1 box, a good chunk of it was of the unheated stones. So I had a hard time looking for blue wing block D Tanzanites. We're going to have a hard time bringing them to you guys in the near future. So I want to do something special on this stone, on this piece, but mostly that stone. If you would like it, call me now. I mean, this truly is the stone of all stones, and out of all the emerald cuts, only this one really, really just stood out to me for some reason. And we're going to make it $8,888 if you would like to grab it here. I don't have any others to bring out to you guys. I don't have any other museum reserves to bring out to you guys. This is it. This is now your chance to grab one of the last museum reserve blue wing block D Tanzanites that we have. Just blue wing block D Tanzanites in general that we have. Now is your chance to grab it and say, I will take that. Because, who knows, a couple of years from now, we might come knocking on your doors and being like, hey, do you want to, sell your blue wing block D Tanzanites? But $88.88 on this ring, that is it. That is all. Call me now if you would like to grab it here. And of course, if you want to see the bangle, I do have the bangles with the 2 hexagon cuts, our fancy cuts that I did design with the earrings in mind. If you remember, we had earrings once upon a time, and I just thought, it'd be kind of fun to do a matching bangle of sorts. So let me know on the ring. Let me know if you want to see the bangle. And next up, I do have a ring that, I'm starting to think that me thinking that we put the wrong price for some of these pieces should no longer be a surprise, but I will forever be surprised by what we are able to do. Call me on this blue wing block D Tanzanite, and next up we have 1125508, and it looks something like this. Yes, sitting right in front of your eyes right now is a carat 96 oval star blue sapphire with 41 points of diamonds, VS diamonds, by the way. And this is one of those pieces that I thought surely we must be missing a digit because $39.99 was where this started. And I would not be surprised if there would be, a fight in the phone bank for this piece because for the price that I'm about to do, you cannot recreate the mounting for this price. So basically what we're doing here is we are giving you a free carat 96 blue star sapphire, and you're gonna pay way under cost for the mounting. Because this ring right here is not even going to be $12.99. Like, this is insanity. This is still solid 14K white gold. If you wanted to change the gold color, you can do so. If you wanted to change it to the yellow gold, I think it looks beautiful that way. If you wanted to change it to the rose gold, I wouldn't recommend the rose gold, but we can do it, and it will still be solid 14K rose gold. But here's where you have to call me because this entire ring, I don't know why, I don't know how, but this is what it looks like on the hand here. This is not a small ring, by the way, guys. This is not, you know, a skinny little band, tiny little diamond halo, barely any gold, right? If it were like that, then the price I'm about to do, that I'll be like, oh yeah, that's perfect, right? It makes perfect sense. But you can see that this ring is so wide, has so much presence on the hand, that where did the band go? Is there a band? Like, where did it go? How is she wearing it? There is still a solid 14K white gold band behind all of this. Not to mention a carat 96 star sapphire to top it all off. Beautiful workmanship. The diamonds are perfectly paved set. That center stone is that ideal blue color, where some stones they venture into the grays, some stones they venture into the purples. This one is that ideal blue color, and it's not even going to be $12.99. Let us bring it back up close, because I don't know how. I don't know who wrote this price. But I mean, look at that, right? That star is perfectly there. Now you're only seeing 2 stars right now because we have 2 light sources trained on it from the front. But from the back, guys, that is not a shy amount of gold. That is bold, that is present. So if you would like this ring right now, call me. Because if this does not go, I will put it at the very top of the please melt this piece down sort of list. And if you would like this ring, we're going to make it $999 to the very first caller. At this point, I should just cover my eyes and stand in the corner and hope that no one calls on this, because we are losing so much. We cannot recreate the mounting by itself for even $999. So again, let me know if you'd like to grab it. We are going to move along very quickly from this one. And to whoever picks up this one, I want to say a early congratulations. And, you know, star sapphires, especially the ones of the blues, to have it in this color, you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty uncommon. It's pretty rare. We've had such a wide variety of the star sapphires, even venturing into the purples, the pinky purples, and, you know, a lot of the requests that come in, they are always going to be for, I want a star sapphire, the blue one, but I want it to be pure blue. Not a grayish blue, not a purplish blue, not a grayish purplish blue. I just want blue. And we don't see these quite often, right? They very often will have secondary hues of colors, but this one, I mean, just looking at it, and me being very picky with my colors, this is just that pure blue. There's no grays to it, there's no purples to it, there's no any other colors to it. It is that ideal blue color. It is here for $999. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. And Carla, let me know what you thought about that pearl strand. Any feedback is welcome. I do know we have a selection in the back. I believe we do. So if you want something a little bit larger, something a little bit smaller, I am sure we have options in the back. So Carla, please do let me know. And Rhodocrosite is still here too, so do not forget about that piece, because I have it purposefully set in front of my eyes, so every time I look down, I will see the Rhodocrosite first. So if you want to see it again, do let me know. That's the beautiful part about doing these online shows, is that you can always rewind and kind of just, you know, skip through and see if there's anything that catches your eye. And if you want to see it again, of course, we can bring it back up and show it to you guys. Now, next up, I actually have quite a few critter pieces here. One of them being a Panther ring. So let me know on this one. And here we go with our cute little Panther ring. This is going to be 1126020. It's got 3 colored gemstones in this ring. Typically, we'll see it with just diamonds, just rubies, just sapphires, or just emeralds, and yet here we have a perfect blend of all 3. This is going to be 18K in the yellow gold, and this is yet another one of our Panther pieces. Now, I actually do have a breakdown of everything, so get ready, because this is going to be quite a lot. Now let's start from the rubies here. As you can see, quite a lot of rubies dotting the body of our little panther friend right here. For the rubies, we have 30 points total weight. And next up, also we have quite a few of these. That is going to be the blue sapphires. Now for the blue sapphires, they are going to be 35 points total weight. And not that many emeralds as I am looking at this ring right here. I see 1, 2, and 3. So just 3 emeralds. Gonna be checking all the way just to make sure. So for our 3 emeralds total weight, we have 8 points. And last but not least, we also have our diamond eyes. And for our diamonds, we have 1 point total weight. Now, it's a lot. It's a lot for a panther ring. But price-wise, it is not going to be a lot at all. $39.99 where it started, brand new designer piece here today. We are discounting it. We are bringing it all the way down low. And it's not even going to be $19.99. Keep in mind, still solid gold, yellow gold only on this one. A crazy amount of attention to detail in not only the body of the panther, but also in the face, in the paws, in the ears, everything about it, right? There's even texturing between all of the colored gemstones, right? This is not some, copy and paste sort of piece, right? This is completely unique. There is only one of these in the entire world, and sure, there may be something similar, but for this piece in particular, just one. And we are going to make it $1,699 if you would like to grab one of our very popular panther pieces here. And of course, let me try it on, but it's currently not my size. So, just look at that, right? It's not a thin little band. It's not a teeny tiny little panther. I only have it on my pinky right now because it'll only fit on my pinky. But you can see here, still from here, you can see how it's quite literally like a sculpture. This is not, print out a shapeless blob and just kind of carve in some lines into it and hope it looks like a panther. This looks like a panther. And those rubies too, all of these stones are still so bright, so visible, even from here. And, there's a lot of the rubies and sapphires. And even then, you can see how bright they are. You can see how they show off. And the emeralds too, they also show off as well. Diamonds, very minimal diamond weight. You can still see them. This is the power of high quality gemstones. If these were any, average rubies, average sapphires, average emeralds, it'd probably look a little like the ring needs some cleaning. And even if you deep clean it, it will not help at all. But this is where quality is at, $16.99 for our one and only panther piece of today. And let's bring it back up close for yet another look right here. And of course, if you have new requests, I think all of our panther pendants with the kunzites are still here. So I'm very surprised at how long it's been and those 2 pieces are still here. I surely thought, I made a bet with myself that surely one of them will go, within a week, but I lost that bet. So let me know if you want to see either of those panther pendants. They are here as far as I know, and our ring is here as well. Now if you want a sea lion, yes, that exact sea lion, our sea lion pendant is here with a with a 448 blue zircon. So that price probably should have been adjusted according to today's gold prices, but it has not. And in case anyone is interested in any other critter pieces I have, this is a pendant. It is a medallion style pendant, beautiful negative spacing here. And yes, it is a dolphin. So if anyone is interested in our dolphin pendant or in our sea lion sea lion pendant, I'm looking at this ring and I'm thinking, how is it still here? But let me flash also the sea lion pendant because I feel like I showed this many months ago before gold pricing went crazy, and Panther ring is gone, so thank you on that. You know what? We might as well go on a little critter parade. Let us bring up the info for our sea lion next. And this is again what it looks like. This is 1118297. So just from that, you can tell that this is a piece that has been here for a couple of years. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. It has literally been a couple of years. And in those couple of years, a lot has changed, right? Diamond prices have changed, everything has changed, gold is crazy. Now, I know I like to say that get it for the stone, get it for whatever, and you know, it's up to you whether you get it or not, but here is when I say something similar and I quite literally mean it, because considering the gold prices of today, I would just get it for the gold because of the price I'm going to do. Now, I hesitate to say this, but if you really want it in the yellow or the rose gold, we can do it. But all things considered, if you're going to wear this piece, I do like it in the white gold. I would keep it like it is in the white gold just because that is how I like blue zircons. Okay. Now, way back when, when gold was of a not as high price as it is today, this pendant was $29.99. Considering you do have a 448 round dazzling blue zircon atop the nose of our sea lion. And Jason, does someone like this one? Because this is one of those pieces that if it does not go, we are going to melt it down. Even though we made this piece, I designed this piece many years ago. It costs us money to make, right? Even if we melt it down, we are still at a loss. But you did not make this piece. You did not, spend, thousands upon thousands of dollars to create this one sea lion pendant. So here's where you get to win. Because this pendant is not even going to be $19.99. Getting a little concerned. It's still not gone. Okay, let me show it against the hand because I think this might help a little. So as you can see, that 448 round blue zircon is a large stone. It is not small whatsoever. The gold that this pendant has is not insignificant at all. We did not have to do this. We did not have to give it an undergallery, but what did we do? Gave it one anyways. This is where I kind of think back on all of the designs that I've done and the designs that are still here and all of that heavy gold weight, and I feel like I made a huge mistake. Take a look at it against the neckline here as well. I mean, look, I have a blue sapphire on my neckline, but look at what is brighter than that. I have over 6 carats of diamonds in this necklace, and look at what is brighter than all of those diamonds. That's right, this blue zircon right here. It's not even going to be $19.99. Let's go back up close, and truly this is one of those pieces that if it does not sell, it's going to go get melted down. I'm gonna have a meltdown. This piece is gonna be, literally melt down. We have no callers waiting on this one, looks like, and this is where I get a little concerned. So trust me when I say get this for the gold, because we are making this pendant $999. And what you can quite literally do, take the stone out, sell the stone for something far more than $999, melt the sea lion down and, you know, sell the gold if you want. Oh, by the way, there's also diamonds. I forgot to mention, there's 14 points of diamonds. Silly me. So, first of all, you can't even get a 448 blue zircon for $999. And yet here you're not only getting a 448 blue zircon, but you're also getting a hefty amount of gold, right? This is solid. It's got an under gallery, which means extra gold. It's got a basket, it's got a bale. It is entirely gold, solid. 14 pointed diamonds, clearly that was not calculated into this, but who cares, right? We're already losing so much, but this entire piece, $999. If you are okay with waiting, we will change the gold color to whatever you want. The point is, this is an absolute steal, and if this is still here, it won't be for much longer because we are in fact going to melt it down and just say, all right, we're just gonna lose that on this one, that's okay. So let me know on this one, and let me, of course, set it down onto its side so you can see how much depth, how much detail this piece has, and it is still here for $999. Something is seriously wrong here, but it is what it is. Hi everyone, my name is Joyce. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Friday, happy October. And we do actually have some, looks like some requests coming up, so those were just handed to me, so we'll get to those right after. And we do have quite a few pieces still here from the first hour. So we had a request for a golden pearl strand. So Carla, if you're watching, let me know what you thought about those. And if you want something different, I'm sure we can find something. And our emerald cut Tanzanite, still here as well. One of my favorites. Aquamarine, I think, is still here. So a few pieces still here. Call your operators and they can check on availability for you. And don't forget, the blue sapphire necklace that I'm wearing is here on a sale discount. So let me know if you'd like to see it. Rhodocrosite. Rhodocrosite is still here. And I'm going to recap it right after we get to our requests here. So again, if you have a request, please do let me know. And we will be able to, you know, see what's in the back and hopefully bring out the perfect piece for you. So let's get back to our little sea lion friend here. And I will see here, what was handed to me? Oh, who is requesting all of this? Sandra. Now I have to ask, what is she looking for? What is she looking for? Because I was just handed quite a few different pieces, mostly blue wing blocky tanzanite, our largest conch pearl ring. So, Sandra, I must ask what specifically your request is. Now, let's see how I'm going to put these up here. So I think what I'm going to do is that I am going to put all of the tanzanites up there. Perhaps she saw the emerald cut that I had earlier and was inspired by it. Sea lion is still here. That is a big problem, but don't worry, we're gonna move on from it. And hopefully by the time I move it off the screen, it will also go home to someone, because truly, I mean, you guys can call up your local jeweler right now and ask them, hey, how much would it be to get a 448 blue zircon stone that looks like this for $990, like, would it cost $999? Probably not, probably, a little bit more, right? So that is still here. I'm a little sad, but next up we have emerald cut blue wing blocky tanzanite. Okay, now this one. Now Sandra is probably wondering, now out of the emerald cut you showed and this one, which one do you like more? And Sandra, you are giving me a hard decision to make. But we also do have this one, the oval with the perfectly matching orange diamonds, as well as, interestingly enough, a pear shape with yellow sapphires on the side. So you can kind of see a wide variety of your tanzanite options here. Of course, all blue wing blocky material, all TVON exclusive. Now, I think she's on the line with Jason. So Jason, can you ask her which one she would like to see first? Out of the three, I would also have a hard time deciding which one I like the best. Now, I don't know specifically what her request was. And if you wanted to see the 1712 emerald cut that I had showed you guys earlier, it looks like this. So between this one and that one, I honestly can't decide. Jason, let me know. The oval, of course. So we are going to go with the oval on the hand right here. And let me also bring up the information for the oval in the meantime as well. So this is the oval. This is going to be 1116785. And this has all of those perfectly matched orange diamonds, 2 on each side, 4 stones total. This is our 2096 center stone. 77 points of your pear-shaped orange diamonds. In the ring, of course, 2-tone gold. And if you're thinking that stone is going to be too heavy, it's going to, you know, roll around on my hand, it absolutely is not. Get it in your size. We will size it for you. The orange diamonds are perfect because if this were a 3-stone style ring, then I would say it might have the chance of spinning on your hands. Then I'd probably say melt it down. We'll rework the design so that it fits more comfortably. But because the orange diamonds are extended down the band of the ring, it ends right where your fingers meet. So it's going to stay anchored. It's going to stay put. And here's what we're going to do on this one. $29,999. It is no longer going to be on this one. I remember having this ring quite a while ago. Very surprised that it is still here. Plenty of red flashes in this stone. And here's what we're going to do. Sandra requested to see this one first. And this one is what we're going to do. Get ready. $9,999. Which is crazy considering these center stone carat weight. These orange diamonds, this is not some off-colored diamond that we are calling an orange diamond. You can see it from here that that is a pure bright orange color. It is not a brownish yellow color. It is orange diamond through and through. 2-tone gold on this one, true to size. And $99.99, again, a lot has changed. We have not. And, you know, we might have to make a change sooner or later, you know, maybe not, you know, we don't want to increase the price on you guys. We won't, but, you know, maybe we'll move over to the platinum, but yes. Sea lion? Did someone take my sea lion? Can I ask who took it? Wait, the same one? So, looks like our sea lion friend is gone. So congratulations on that one. That truly is a steal. Now I don't have to feel sad about melting down our sea lion friend. It is going to go to a fantastic home. But $99.99 on this one. Guys, you got to call me on this. Let's go back up close. And might as well bring up the info for the others in the meantime as well. I think the next one, or actually before that, forgive me, there was also one more piece, part of her request. And it was the largest conch pearl in our ring. And this ring is also a piece that has been here for quite a while. And I will admit also a little bit surprised by the fact that it's still here, honestly. So let me actually zoom out. So this is not necessarily a wheel. This is just a wheel of requests from Sandra. So again, I'm not too sure specifically what the request was, but very nice taste here, if I must say so myself. So let's bring up the emerald cut, which is going to be the one in the bridge right over here. I mean, with the diamonds going through the bottom of this piece, it is just gorgeous. This emerald cut is going to be 1123912. And let us bring it on over to the hand right here. Now, be warned that although this is in the 14K white gold, it will sit with a weight presence on the hand because this is one of the heaviest bridge mountings that we do here. You might recall me saying that when we brought this style, when I first saw it, I was so amazed. I picked up the ring without any sort of center stone set, and I just held it in the palm of my hand, and you can feel the weight of just the mounting. No 1653 emerald cut Tanzanite in the center, just the mounting. That by itself has a weight to it. But because of the triple stacked look that the bridge has, it's going to be a little bit wider, still true to size on this one. However, it is still going to stay put because of the slightly wider band here. So again, no, diamonds going down the band to anchor it, but it has a wider band, so it will still stay put. Now for this one, $19,999 started at, many years ago as well, And for this one, if she would like, we are going to make it $7,999. Again, just keep in mind that even though it's not platinum, it sure feels like the weight of platinum because of how heavy the ring is. Over 2 carats of diamonds. That by itself just tells you how substantial this is. And surprisingly, despite being a bridge mounting, it does not sit that high off the hand at all. I have seen kunzite rings that we, set and quickly took apart because of how high the kunzite itself was sitting on the hand, but this right here, not a problem at all. A beautiful stone, a lovely piece overall for $79.99. Change the gold color if you would like. And let's go back up close here. Let me also bring up the info on our beautiful pear-shaped with the yellow sapphires. And out of the trio of Tanzanites, the pear-shaped is going to be the smallest one. The pear-shaped is going to be 1114541, and it's going to actually have yellow sapphires, one on either side, perfectly matching stones. And this is also what it looks like on the hand right here. So there we go. That is what it looks like. It is in the white gold currently. And if you wanted to switch it, I would probably recommend it in the yellow gold. Our 1281 pear-shaped blue wing block Tanzanite. 243 of your pear-shaped unheated yellow sapphires, 3-stone style. Question.
Yeah, can you try that on next to the oval?
This one next to the oval?
Yeah.
Of course, I would love to. So I'm going to grab the oval right here. We're going to try them both on next to each other. I'm going to see if I can do that. Let me actually do some moving around here. So the request was to see both the oval and the pear shape next to each other. So here you can kind of see the size difference, but you can still see, visually very similar with the warmer side stones and our cooler center blue wing blocky Tanzanites. Now, the graphics right now are going to be for the pear shape. Now continuing, $16,999 was where that one started. Now, this is a true 3-stone style, but because of the size of the yellow sapphires, it's also going to anchor the ring. And although the center stone is not nearly as large as the oval, it's still a substantial stone. I think the pear shape, I would say, is closer to being a medium-sized stone, right? It's 1281, not necessarily our 20 karat plusers, but that's just my opinion from, judging from what I've seen here and there. It is a little bit closer to the medium-sized stones that we do here. So everyday wearable, and I would recommend it in the yellow gold. And for the pear shape with the yellow sapphires, we are going to bring it all the way down to $4,999. And I might as well just grab the emerald cut and put it on my hand as well, so you can see all 3 blue wing block Tanzanites. That was part of Sandra's request here on the hand. Now I don't know which one she might take. I don't know which one she's thinking about, but all 3 are here on the hand. And when the pear shape is surrounded by 2 other stones that are pretty large. You can kind of see what I mean by it's closer to being a more medium-sized stone. And of course, if you would like to see the bangle with the fancy cuts, it is here as well. So again, I would have a tough time deciding between the three. It's up to you how you wear your pieces. If you prefer more diamonds, if you prefer just a more unique accent stone kind of look, what shape you prefer, all of these red flashes, of course. And the only one that has to stay like it is for the gold color is going to be the one with the orange diamonds. Now, out of all of these three, I think I have to say the oval, I think is the best deal out of all of them. So, especially when you consider the perfectly matching orange diamonds. We do not have orange diamonds that often. We rarely have them, in fact. So, just letting you guys know that these three are here. And of course, does she still need to see the conch pearl? Of course, so we'll bring up the info for the conch pearl up next as well. And let me know if she decides on any of these three or if she's gonna pass, so I can let everyone else know if they are available. So here we have our trio once again, and of course, bringing up the conch pearl. This is what it looks like. I love the scallop design on the ring. This is what it looks like on the hand here. It has that flame pattern on the pearl too. I'll zoom in when we're back up close, but this is going to be 1118705. It's been brought down. Now this one is going to be in the platinum. I know visually there's no tell between white gold and platinum, but this is going to be in the platinum. It is 1118705, and it is our largest conch pearl in a ring. I mean, it's just a beautiful piece, a beautiful stone. We don't see enough of it. We brought it to you guys. I think it was like a one and done sort of thing, and then it was so popular that you guys wanted more, so we brought more, and here we are. Now, there is going to be a size restriction on this one, so Sandra, let me know if that's okay with you. It's going to be in a size 7 only. And it's also got a carat and 10 of your diamonds. Now, again, where did the band go? There's still a solid platinum band right here, don't worry, but this is also just going to be that really just sizable sort of piece. And from the initial $29,999, it was brought all the way down below even $10,000. So, a rare stone. But, you look at that price tag and it's like, is it really that rare? This is what we do, right? We take these rare exotic pieces and we discount them and discount them and discount them because we want you to really, obtain the pieces that you could only dream of prior to TVON. So if you would like this conch pearl, we're gonna make it $88.88. And that's it. All it has to be in is the size 7 looks like, so hopefully that is okay. That's what it looks like from the side there. So again, a beautiful stone, a gorgeous color, might I say. I've seen some stones here and there. They have some of the orangey colors, but this one, absolutely no orange color to it at all. It is going to be that pure, bright pink color, and it's so soothing. It's like a rose color. My mom has a lot of roses in her backyard, and this one reminds me of a lot of her roses. So $88.88 on our conch pearl. Let me know on any of the other bluing block D Tanzanites. Gonna bring them up, and you can kind of see it from here where you look at the front of the conch pearl, where you can kind of see a pattern inside of the pearl right here. That is actually going to be that flame pattern, and not all of the conch pearls I've seen have it, but when you do have it, that is what you really want to have. It's kind of like Russian demantoids and horsetail inclusions. It's kind of like their signature look in a way. So this is Sandra's request. So let me know what you think. And Jason, let me know if she has any other questions. If not, I would like to move on because there is an Indicolite ring here today. And it is brand new. It is a pear-shaped, and it is one of the most blue Indicolites I have ever seen. Opal is coming up as well. Rhodocrosite, I might have to recap that one. 519 cushion cut Rhodocrosite brought all the way down to $19,999. It looks a little something like that. So in case you weren't here with me at the very beginning of the show, just know that this piece right here has been discounted. Moving along. And if you wanted to see the other emerald cut blue and black Tanzanite that I had, I think it's still here. Call me and we will find out more. Sea lion friend has gone to a brand new home. Love to see that. I do have pink diamond today that is GIA certified. It is a 21 pointer. The GIA called it a light pink, but I'm seeing more of a fancy purplish pink. So just saying, if you're looking for a GIA certified pink diamond, I do have one. Now, if you also remember the oval, is that what she decided on? Congratulations. So the oval, what was that? A blue zircon ring. Are you reading my mind? Because I do have a pear-shaped. Is that the one you're thinking about? All right, so does she want to see that one next? Of course. So Indicolite can move aside. Looks like the oval is gone, so congrats on that one. So which means that these two looks like is going to be open to everyone else. If you would like the emeralds cut in the bridge or the pear-shaped in the 3-stone style with our yellow sapphires. And we're going to move along to a blue zircon, as is requested here. So conch pearl still here as well. Emeralds cut blue and black Tanzanite, our pear-shaped with the yellow sapphires, and next up, you know what this reminds me of? Not too long ago, I had a blue zircon in a ring. It was a cushion cut. It was a gorgeous stone. It was also in the signature style, and it flew out the door. And I saw this ring. I was immediately reminded of our cushion cut, and forgive the fingerprints here, but this is going to be 1124364. And when you see a large blue zircon, you just kind of have to stop for a second and just really just take it all in. That is what I did, and you know, I was so entranced by this ring that I just thought, you know, I have to bring it out, right? It doesn't feel right to just see a piece, see a stone as beautiful as this one, and then to just put it back into the bag and put it back into the box and put it back into the vault, right? It does not feel right to do that. So I decided, you know, let's just bring it out here. Maybe someone is looking for a larger blue zircon, maybe not necessarily our largest. If you want to see the largest blue zircon, the radiant cut, it is still here. And I mean, that stone is also beautiful, but you know, not everyone is looking for a piece that is borderline unwearable. We all love to wear our, you know, natural rare gemstones, this being one of them. And this is going to be our 1192 pear-shaped blue zircon, as bright and as dazzling as can be. And the first reason, I guess the first reason that I saw this piece in the first place was because, you know, it was sitting in the bag, in the box, in the vault, and the vaults don't exactly have, you know, a fancy lighting, right? It's pretty dark over there. And all of our zircons are together in one box. So the blue zircons, the pink zircons, the red zircons, the white zircons, the green zircons, the golden zircons, all of the zircons are together in one box. The box, bottom left corner of the vault. We do everything alphabetically, right? Z, zircon, it's gonna be at the bottom. And yet, when I look down, you know, the box was not moving, I wasn't moving anything. This ring was the ring that caught my eye. In a sea of multicolored zircons, it was this one. It did not require a lot of light to flash and be bright. It just caught my eye, and of course I just had to, I went to the box, I picked it up, and I went, why, hello there. How you doing? And here we are today. This ring is out of the vault, and I'm gonna try to get it cleaned off a little bit better here. But even though it is a large stone, that usually means that the price should be pretty high up there. Do you have a question? Of course, I was just about to do that. When I see a large stone like this, I just have to. This is what it looks like on the hand. This is perfection in a blue zircon ring. This was supposed to be $99.99. If I'm being honest here, it was supposed to be over $10,000, but I don't want to scare any of you guys away, so $99.99 where it started. I mean, just look at how pure that blue color is, how bright it is. Can you see, like, can you imagine what I saw when I first saw this ring, you know, a couple days ago? Just walking by the vault, just glancing in it, and seeing this ring just sitting there. Minimal lighting, being as dazzling and as bright as can be. That is the kind of blue zircon that you want to have. And I'll say I have not seen a bad blue zircon here before. I can't bring out a rejection to show you. This is no longer $99.99. I only have this one. Change the gold color if you want. I would keep it in the white gold because of all the diamonds. And because of that, it's a very, blue zircons, they have a very specific blue color. I almost, you know, it's blue first and foremost, but there's like a secondary hue, like a slightly different sort of blue that I can't, you know, quite describe. But once you see it, you know, it's one of those colors where you see it, you know it, right? And, you know, when you say the color blue, there's a lot of different blues, right? There's blue sapphires, there's, you know, Tanzanites, there's aquamarine, right? Just imagining all of those stones, and they're all blue, but they're all so unique and so different, even though they're just blue. And here's what we're gonna do on this one. A beautiful stone, no secondary hues of color, that pure ideal blue in a blue zircon. We're gonna make this one $4,999 because it is a huge stone, $11.92. It does have a huge diamond weight, 1.5 carats, and $49.99. That is just a spectacular price tag for this ring right here. And that's what it looks like from the side as well. A large stone, but still set so perfectly here. Single halo, signature style, love to see it. And if you call in and you request a larger or a similar size to blue zircon, I can't guarantee you that there is going to be another one, because the only other one that I immediately think of is the cushion cut, and that one is long gone. So this is your next best choice for a larger stone. And it is a stunning piece too. How different from our blue and blacky Tanzanites it is, but still, I mean, this is what I love about, you know, gemstones and jewelry, right? You say the color blue and so many different, you know, types of blue stones pop into your mind, and you're like, wow, it's such a beautiful world out there. So let me know on this one, $49.99, and let's go back up close here. Show it to you guys one more time, and it does have an under gallery too, so it is going to be super comfortable to wear, true to size on this one. And it is still here for the time being. Jason, let me know if she maybe has any other questions here. Our last critter piece is also still here. It is the dolphin style pendant. So our sea lion went and our panther also went. So this is, the dolphin piece is going to be the last that is still here, yet to be presented. But if you just want to call in and, you know, get all the info from your operators, that is perfectly a-okay with me. Speaking of zircons, I do have a yellow zircon that almost looks too good to be true. It looks a little something like that. I mean, that is just smooth and luscious. I don't know how, but this one is still here. It kind of reminds me of last week when we had that, I called it the honey yellow sapphire. It kind of reminds me of that, but a far larger stone, and not a sapphire, but a zircon. So just throwing this one out there if you would like a gorgeous yellow zircon. I mean, doesn't this almost look unreal? Because I saw this and I was like, wait a second. Is this a natural gemstone? Like, right? It just looks so good, and it's almost hard to believe. So that is also here if you would like to see it. Emerald, if there are any emerald lovers out there, I do have I don't know how this is still here, but to anyone who is looking for an emerald, for a top quality emerald, you have no idea how incredibly lucky you are if you get this piece. I have seen far too many subpar emeralds here and elsewhere. Here we call them rejections, elsewhere they sell them. And you know, once you lay eyes on an emerald that is top quality, you really just can't go back. This is 1124040, and truly I do not know how it is still here. Maybe you haven't shopped elsewhere before, but in the few instances that I go outside and I, you know, do some information collecting and just to see what everyone else has, they have emerald, but it looks absolutely nothing like this one. And I also want to do a kind of like a mini color theory class in a sense, where we've had a lot of green stones recently, right? Green paraiba, we've had the Congo tourmalines, we've had emerald, peridot once in a while, and Russian demantoid, which I actually do have one today, which I think I'm going to bring out too because it's a perfect example for what I'm about to explain to you guys. So for a lot of the Colombian emeralds, they do have a cooler base color. We kind of call them the bluish green colors. Not to say that they are going to be blue-green, but they have a cooler green color to them. Now, when you compare it to a Russian demantoid, can you see the difference here? Can you see how the Russian demantoid is going to be of a warmer green color, more like a yellowish green color? Not to say that the stone itself is going to be a yellowy green, but that the base color itself, because as you know, blue and yellow equals green, right? So this Russian demantoid right here has more of a yellow content to it, and emerald, like this one, has more of a bluish color to it. So that's just my little 2 cents there. And you know, we've had a lot of green stones, had a lot of questions recently, like, is this stone more blue or more green, or like this or that, which, you know, when you talk about the green paraibas and the Congo tourmalines, you can talk about those stones in the sense where is there more blues or greens, because some of those stones do have, you know, a visible blue color to them. But in the sense of emeralds, it is going to be a green stone, right? Emerald, you think of emeralds and the first word that pops into your mind is it's green, right? It's not a blue color, it's green. So this does have a bluish green to it in the sense that it is a cooler green color. Now, I don't know how this is still here, but do not make me bring out the rejection stones, because every time I do, I feel a little bad about it. But, you know, it certainly does help when you imagine, you know, what a less than ideal emerald looks like versus something that looks like this. So again, whoever gets this ring, you do not know how incredibly lucky you are to have the chance to own it. And I don't have another piece in our inventory that is of close to this carat weight size and in this clarity. This is one of the cleanest emeralds in a ring that we have in our inventory. That is why it is here today. It's not going to be $12,999. It's not even going to be $99.99. Again, if this emerald were cloudy or hazy, the VS white diamonds would have outshone that center stone long ago. And yet this ring is up here, and what are you only looking at? You are only looking at the emerald. You probably didn't even look at the diamonds until I mentioned the diamonds just now, which the diamonds, by the way, carat 41, not a small diamond weight. So with all things considered, that is not a small center stone. That is a lot of diamonds, and it is not even $99.99. Again, if you get this, you are incredibly lucky. You have no idea. I would love to have an emerald that looks like this, and I don't see them that often. This is what it looks like on the hand right here. I mean, right, you can see how clean that stone is. You can see how bright it is, how reflective it is, right? Even from here, angled downwards towards the wheel. Like, why is it doing that? It should not be doing that, but this is TVON. We have high expectations when it comes to quality And especially with emeralds, we are very picky with our emeralds. And this one, this is top of the class. This is going to be $4,999 for our top quality Colombian emerald in our ring. Change the gold color if you want. I think it looks nice in the yellow gold too. I'd probably stay away from the rose gold, but the option is still there for you. Again, white or yellow gold, my preference. I would actually keep it in the white gold because, as I mentioned earlier, this one does have a cooler green color to it. If you want me to bring up the Russian demantoid for yet another green color comparison, I can do that for you, but $49.99, again, you are going to be so incredibly happy and you're going to feel so incredibly lucky if you get this piece. So call me now on this one, $49.99. And let's bring it back up close. One more look here. Let's also actually give you a tour here. Even from the side, it's glowing. Even from the back, I mean, the entire inside of the ring at this point is just bright green. There is no such thing as green gold, and yet this emerald is like, try me. You can see how clean the stone is from the back, right? We're just looking here. So I see something, a little bit of something on the right side there, barely visible. And, you know, that's pretty much it, right? I don't see much else. There's no like huge, you know, very distracting inclusion through the center of the stone. None of that. It is a perfect stone. It is gorgeous, and it is here for one color and one color only. So let me know. And I mean, this is it, guys. So emerald lovers, this is your chance to call me now and grab the emerald of your dreams. And let's go and move on to that Indicolite that I mentioned that I got sidetracked from. If you want to see the Russian demantoid too, this is one of our larger stones. This is a carat 38, so just saying. And Indicolite time. We don't really have that many Indicolites, but today we're just going to add one more to our Indicolite pile because here is going to be a revisit to our platinum. This is 1126076. And I'd say that this is a pretty blue stone, right? It is a pretty blue stone, but it's also a pretty blue stone, right? As opposed to our green stones, like our green tourmalines, which I actually don't have any green tourmaline rings out here today. I think I have a pendant actually, so I can show that as a comparison. But when you just look at a pure green stone like our emerald versus our Indicolite, you can see how blue this stone is, and we do not get to see that very often. This is a carat 48 in your center stone. Kind of reminds me of a sunflower seed, especially with the cutting. And when I hold it up into the camera, you can see how bright those blues get. We have Indicolite stones, don't get me wrong, but some of these stones, first of all, they get too dark. I have to hold them under like 10 light sources, and then I'll see a faint semblance of a flash of color. Some other Indicolite stones that we have and we do not use, we reject, is because they're blue, but they also have a secondary color to it, and that secondary color is less than ideal. That secondary color is gray. Because even though it's pretty blue, if there's grays in it, it really brings down the overall look of the stone. It doesn't look as pretty. It just does not, right? It looks like it's a dirty stone and it's not as bright as it can be. This is completely bright. This is a sizable center stone too, with that elongated pear-shaped middle center stone. 44 points of your diamonds here. And I actually do have an Indicolite necklace coming up. I actually have a trio. Oh, what an interesting name. Are they new with us? Oh, they are new with us. So we'll get to this one really quickly. We do have a request for another blue zircon. So I think the signature style is still here, but I think they wanted to see a 3-stone style plus a little more coming up next. Now I'm afraid of saying their name wrong. If it's pronounced like the musician, please let me know. But this ring right here is supposed to be $49.99. Now keep in mind, this is that bright, beautiful blue. It is not dark. It is not gray. It is blue, right? You saw me compare it to an emerald, which I know they're two totally different stone families, but it's just to make a point that this is not some green stone that's a little bit blue. This is a pure blue stone, and if you would like this one right here, not even going to be $29.99. We do not get to see this stone that often at all. So now is your chance to call me and say, I'd like to try it out. The last time I even had an Indicolite in a ring that was something similar to this in terms of size was many months ago. It flew out the door. It looked like there were lasers going through that stone. Same thing could be said about this one, but of course this one is more of a fancier pear-shaped cut. It's got sort of like geometric sections going on inside of the stone, but it's still a gorgeous piece nonetheless. It's not going to be $29.99. Call me now if you'd like to grab it, and let's bring it over to the hand over here. I mean, right? Such an impressive presence on the hand. You can see that ideal blue color. We're gonna make it $24.99. Again, entirely platinum. You're going to feel the weight of this ring right here, and there it is again. We move further back. You know, the overall ring on your screen has shrunk a little, but you can still see how pure of a blue color this is. This is unbelievable. This one will go, and $24.99 will make it yours. True to size on this one. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. That's what it looks like from the side there. Again, not high off the hand at all. And again, just overall a beautiful piece. So call me if you'd like to grab it. I don't have anything else in the inventory like this one. I can guarantee you that. I was gonna put it down the other way to see if I can, show off the stone a little bit more, but it's a little heavy because it is platinum, so I'm gonna just turn it around again here and put it back down just like that. So again, pure blue on this one, no greens, just blues, $24.99, let me know. And we're going to go back into our blues, or staying with the blues, but into a different sort of blues right here for Bach. And this is going to be our private collection blue zircon. A very special piece. Call me on this one. Jason, let me know if you have any questions on anything. And this is going to be 1125799. Now, where has this piece been? This is 18K white gold, and wow, oh wow, the wheel has turned blue. This is also such a powerful stone, and I mean, that kind of hurts to look at. I don't know about you guys. I have my glasses on. My glasses have that UV blocking kind of thing going on, and that kind of hurts to look at. This is unique. This is private collection. This is our 3-stone style, plus some diamonds down the band. Now, this is a rather special stone. This is our 788 center with 63 points total weight of your pear-shaped white diamonds. Now I have to do something. I think that white diamond ring from earlier is still here. I'm gonna go over and grab it. And I know we didn't have a specific breakdown of the pear-shaped white diamonds, but I just want to see here. So this is an entire ring surrounding a pear-shaped white diamond, and yet here you have something that, maybe it's a stone cut, maybe it's the way it's set, the north-south versus east-west, but those stones look pretty similar in size. And for this ring, we agreed that, just looking at it, approximately that center stone is about half a carat. But 63 points total weight for the pear shapes in the blue zircon ring. It is what it is, but it looks like a lot more. And on top of that, you also have 15 points of your round white diamonds here. Now this is from the private collection. We don't just grab any stone that we like and put it into the private collection. This is there for a reason, and that is because look at how bright it is. The blue zircon we just had may have a little competition. But am I surprised? Not really. This was supposed to be $12,999. And it no longer is going to be. I don't know if they requested this specific ring, but I am so glad that it is here, that we actually have options today for, you know, pear-shaped blue zircons. But if you would like this one, and funnily enough, we're gonna do something a little silly here. I know numbers-wise, it's not really going to make sense, but to make it easy, just keep in mind that this one specifically, private collection, not to say that the other stone is any, you know, not as impressive. You saw it, you saw the size of it, you know, a lot more diamonds too. We're gonna make this one $4,999 as well, if you would like to grab either or. Now, both of these stones are spectacular. I'm just going to bring them both up here, so if you would like to see both of them, which I think might be a question that we might have. Again, one has a larger stone. However, the smaller stone is going to be from the private collection, but, you know, again, impressive-wise, you know, because of the cut, I would say on the smaller stone, that's why it allows it to do this. You know, it's a very slight difference, but this, you know, it is a large stone. It is still gorgeous, and you can see how consistent that the blue colors are. And the mountings, of course, they are going to be a little bit different here and there. Let me actually try on the private collection stone right here. I mean, that looks like someone put some paraibas into the stone, and that is not possible. It's not possible, and yet here we are, but this is what the three stone style looks like on the hand right here. I mean, there is something about that where it almost looks like an emerald cut stone, right? Where you have elevators of light going through your blue zircon here. So $49.99, your choice of if you would like the private collection stone, that is the one on my hand right here, or if you would like the larger stone, also impressive by the way, and in the signature style, also for $49.99. So here we have a surprising your choice of for blue zircons. It is up to you what you are looking for. And just glad to see that we have two options here. Do they want to see both on the hand? How did I know? Here we go, both on the hand in a moment. And let me actually do some rearranging here yet again. So again, the signature style one has a far larger presence to it. And the private collection one is just not my size currently, but you can kind of see the difference in the cut, which again, very subtle, but it makes such a difference in the statement that the ring makes. Now again, not to say that this ring right here is, you know, bad or ugly. It's still a beautiful stone, but it's just the cutting. And of course, one is from the private collection, and you know, now I can kind of see why. I can see why management, you know, took it for themselves in the private collection, and you know, they're showing off a little, right? You know, bringing this out, setting it, and you know, now here for you guys for a chance to shop for the private collection. So again, it's up to your personal preferences. I myself do not prefer as many diamonds, so I would probably go for this one right here. If you're looking blue zircon wise, again, both these tones are beautiful, and I have to say, I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the private collection stone right here, just because of that, right? I'm pointing here at this stone right here. I mean, you know, it's hard to tell, but it's just, if you gave me these two and told me to pick, I'd probably pick this one right here. Still a large stone, even though the mounting doesn't necessarily scream, you know, a lot of diamonds, but, you know, still impressive. And both of these, true to size. Again, this one is just currently not my size, but still, you're gonna be happy with whichever one you end up picking. That I can guarantee you. And let's bring them back up close. So we'll bring up the larger pear shape as well as the private collection stone. So I'll move this one over here, and I'll bring our private collection stone over here on the side there. And we will find out who is going to pick up which one. And requester, let me know if you have any questions here. And we will see which one, you know, goes first. Again, two beautiful stones. I just have to pick this one up again. I mean, that is just stunning. So, to our requester, you're going to be very happy with either or. And the longer I have both of these up here, the more I'm leaning more towards this one. So, up to you. And let me also show you what the back looks like here. So that's what it looks like from the side and also from the back. So very comfortable to wear, true to size. Now this one does have to stay in the white gold. That's the only thing, but you know, I do not mind them in the white gold at all. So call me on either of these two. Indicolite is still here. Our Russian demantoid is still available as well because I did not show it yet, but if you want me to show it, let me know. And I think the two emerald cut blue wing block D Tanzanites are still here, as well as the pear-shaped with the yellow sapphire. And I do have, in case you didn't hear, a brand new discount on our Rhodocrosite. So yes, I am indeed showing this one more time. This $519 Rhodocrosite is now $19,999. Let me know if you have been thinking about this one. It is such a beautiful stone, not included at all, not you know, foggy at all, not, you know, hazy, right? It is bright, it is clean, this is top quality. This is the perfect stone that I have seen in a ring. This far surpasses what management has in their private collection. I compared it to chalk, forgive me, but you know, that's the first thing that popped into my mind, and this stone, absolutely not. It is bright, it is open, it is here, brand new price, brand new markdown, let me know. And opal, I had an opal that I flashed. Let me know on the blue zircons if they have any other questions. And what else do I have here that I can share with you guys? I have a very interesting bow, a bow ring and a potentially matching bow earrings, so very excited about that. If our Indicolite ring is still here, maybe I'll hold off on the Indicolite necklaces, or necklace, I have one. Let's go to our opal, because I have been selfishly holding on to this one for a while now, and I trust that these will go, so I have faith, I will move on, but just because I move on does not mean that they have sold. So it looks like they might sell soon, so we will find out on both of these here, but we're going to move on to our opal ring. I mean, when you see a stone that looks like this, how can you say no, right? By the way, I think our two $9.99 opals from the very beginning are still here, so if you maybe just caught a glimpse of that, you want to see them again, let me know, but I think the two of them are still here, $9.99, your choice of. This, in the meantime, is 1126062, yes. The Russian demantoid, of course, and Russian demantoid will be coming up. Actually, since she requested it, let us bring up the Russian demantoid. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, this is Russian demantoid. And this is 1116782. Now, we had the large Russian demantoid, and then we have the large Russian demantoid. This is still considered a pretty large Russian demantoid. If you want to see any of the larger ones that we have, just keep in mind that the price will be a little bit crazy. But this one, I think this one, for the stone size itself, like not even considering the white diamonds, not even considering the yellow diamonds, like just considering the center stone by itself, I think this is a quite crazy price. So this is our carat 38, which at this point I think is the third or fourth largest in our inventory. I only got this one, so if you like what you see, call me now. You can always say no thanks and hang up, but if this one sells before you call in, there's nothing I can really do about it. This is carat 38 center stone, 9 points of your yellow diamonds, a carat 10 in your white diamonds, a two-tone gold sort of look. So your Russian demantoid is in the yellow gold, the prongs, gold, yellow diamonds, yellow gold, everything else white gold. And here is where we get discounting. $99.99 was where it started. And it's been a while, I feel like, since we've seen this piece. And it's been a while since this piece was first created. And again, a lot has changed. This is a Russian demantoid. Now, I actually want to see. I want to zoom in. So forgive me for cutting out, parts of the ring here. But I actually want to see here. Can you guys see the horsetail inclusions inside of your Russian demantoid? That is a unique characteristic specifically for the Russian demantoid, and that's how you know that it is a natural gemstone. Because if you were to somehow lab copy a Russian demantoid, they cannot recreate this look. So you can kind of see some kind of looks like dandelion fluff in the stone. That is going to be the horsetail inclusions. It's a little bit towards the center of the stone. Again, the wheel is moving. I'm trying to make it not move here, but you can kind of see it there. So that is the unique characteristic of the Russian demantoid, neon stone, of course. Every time we have a black opal, every time it has a neon color, I always compare it to our Russian demantoids. That is the first stone I think about. And yet, I only have this one, so Sandra, you requested this. Let me know what you think. If anyone else would like a Russian demantoid, again, I'll have to do some thinking. I'll have to refresh my memory on the inventory, but stones of this size, we haven't had anything in a while. It's been a hot second. So here's what we're gonna do. It's not gonna be $99.99, and it's not even going to be $3,999 either. Problem is, I wish I had more, but this is all I have. And hi Joanne, hi Cheryl. Charmaine says, I have been wanting a Russian demantoid. I know, if I could bring more, I absolutely would. I see you guys, requesting, I would like to see this, I would like to see that, Russian demantoids, we don't have a lot. We have the large stone, the second largest stone, and then we have this one. Smaller stones, I'll have to check and see. I don't know if we have anything else. But here's the thing, I only got this one. I'm gonna try it on the hand. You can absolutely stack wonder rings around this. You can absolutely stack the yellow diamond wonder rings around this. It will look amazing. And you can see how bright the stone is. Some Russian demantoids, they have a golden brownish undertone to it. The stone's a little dull. It's not as neon, right? Not every single Russian demantoid, I would say, is necessarily neon. Did they decide, Jason, on whichever one? No? Thinking about it? So it looks like both of our blue zircons may still be here, which means that you have a chance to call in and grab something from the private collection today. But this right here, Russian demantoid, it's a large size. Double halo, split shank, yellow diamonds in between the split shank. Here's what we're gonna do on this one. It's true to size, as is for the gold color. I'm just stalling. I'm just waiting to see if there's anyone who is calling in, who is even interested in this piece, because once it's gone, it is gone, and I trust that it will go. Let's bring it back up close, and hopefully it will fly, because it is going to be $3,599 for our carat 38 Russian demantoid. And I mean, just take a look at that item number. It's been here for a hot second. It's been here for a couple of years. This price for this piece, for even just the stone, should absolutely not be $35.99. But here we are, you get VS white diamonds, you get VS yellow diamonds, all set together, perfect in its own little ring with a carat 38 center stone for $35.99. If this piece is still here, I can't melt the sea lion anymore, but if this piece is still here, I know what I'm gonna do. And we do have a request for Robert. Hello, Robert. Is this Robert in California? No, different Robert. Sounds good. So we have a mandarin garnet gent ring as well as a Burma ruby gent ring, and I don't know what the request was specifically, but Robert, I have to say, out of the two, I do like the mandarin garnet gent ring better. So that's what I think before you even see the pieces, but it is going to be coming up. Our Russian demantoid is still here for the time being. And Charmaine says that is a great price. I absolutely agree. And in case you guys didn't know, we actually do have payment plan options. You can call your operators to ask about that. The info is on our website as well. But if you wanted to know more about that, of course we can split it amongst different cards. But if you wanted to do a payment plan option, we do have that, but if you want more information, just call your operators and they will be able to let you tell you more. So there is that. And up here once again, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Joyce, and last hour is here. Blue zircons are still here, so those have to go, especially the private collection one. Again, it's $49.99, your choice of. So I might recap those two. The Rhodocrosite for a brand new discounted price is still here. And of course, the blue sapphire necklace that I am wearing is here for sale. It's not just here for show. I'm not just wearing it because it looks nice. It does look nice, but it's been discounted by quite a lot. So if you want to see that, please let me know. Still have the dolphin critter piece to get to, the bow ring and earrings. So I think it's a perfect match set, as well as the yellow zircon that I flashed that looks, it looks like honey. It looks like the stone itself is liquid somehow. That's just how I can put it. The stone just looks so smooth and it just looks yummy. So those are still here. Golden pearl, the strand is still here. So I have, a few pieces still here from the first 2 hours. So if there's anything you want to see, that aquamarine I think is still here. If you want me to recap it, I can do that. It has to go. So let's get back to our Russian demantoid, because we do have some requests coming up for Robert for gent rings. And the prices are going to be different, but Robert, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put both of them up at the same exact time and you can tell me which one you like, but I will probably show the Russian demantoid, the mandarin garnet first, because it looks something like that. That is a special stone, and right next to it I will put up the Burma ruby as well. Now gent rings, they do require some more space here, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit more here. So there we have our two options. Rebecca's asking for any 1 carat plus blue-green paraiba rings. Andy, I'm sure you saw that request. And hi, Alan. Here we have two requests for Robert in the meantime, and as you can see, I do like the mandarin garnet a little bit better because of the color, and I do have to try something, and that is blocking 2 lights here just so I can show off to you guys. Now, we just had a neon Russian demantoid up here, but I mean, that mandarin garnet with 2 lights blocked, less than ideal for a gemstone, is looking pretty fire to me. So that's just my opinion. And not to mention a pretty hefty gold weight here too. Jason, do you have any questions?
Can you show that 1 carat platinum ring from the start?
The pear-shaped? Of course. Do they want to see it on the hand, up close?
On the hand. And do you know how many carats the center stone is?
So the center stone, they actually didn't break it down for me, but I took it to all of our jewelers and designers and everyone, and we had about the same consensus that the center stone, the center pear-shaped diamond by itself is about a ½ carat. So this is the ring that we're talking about from the very beginning of the show. This ring right here is for $999. So platinum too, kind of insane. And of course, let me show you guys from the back as well. So again, very comfortable to wear. Platinum does have a nice feel to it. And they also wanted to see it on the hand, which is what we're going to do right about now. So again, from a distance away, it just looks like one single solitaire white diamond. And
Do you know the color and rating of it?
for that, I would probably double check. And then let me know. Yes. Robert likes the Mandarin garnet. Me too. So let's bring up the information for the Mandarin garnet. We will find out more on this one. And the Mandarin garnet is going to be 1122723. It is going to be our one and only. Burma Ruby can get out of here. We want to look at this one. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. This is our 269 center stone, 75 points of diamonds, white, yellow, or the rose gold. Love it. I absolutely love Mandarin garnets in the yellow gold. I'm okay with it being in the white gold. And if you want a more unique look, rose gold is also an option. If you want to see rose gold and Mandarin garnet, I do have a pendant that I can show you as an example. Now, this here was supposed to be $69.99. And given it does have a pretty impressive center stone, right? Pretty sizable. It has a lot of gold, has a lot of diamonds to it, has a lot of everything to it. And it also has a lot of presence too, right? Yes, I do have a smaller hand, but the gold is there, the diamonds are there, the Mandarin garnet is there. You know, a lot of these stones, you can't just look at the carat weight and just assume the size it's going to be, right? 269, let's say in Tanzanite size, you know, that's not that large. But when you look at it with a Mandarin garnet, it is a very nice size. It's not overwhelming, it's not overdone, it is perfect. I love the contrast of the smooth, you know, curvature of the oval shape versus almost like a signet style meets wall of diamonds gents ring kind of look here that's going on. True to size on this one, it's no longer $69.99. Robert, we're gonna make it $24.99 just for you. Let me know if you'd like to grab it here. Again, I think this might be the one only Mandarin garnet gents ring that we have. I'm thinking. I think this is it. So $24.99 on this one. Looks like it is up for grabs. And let us go back up close here. Let me know if you want to see the Burma Ruby gents rings, but if you just want a gents ring, I do like this one compared to the others. So here we go. And looks like the pear-shaped white diamond is still being verified here, but again, this stone, let me get that cleaned up here for you, is just such a beautiful stone. Tracy says that Mandarin is very nice. I agree. It's a very nice stone and naturally very included too. So this is here for the time being. If you want to see the rubies gents ring, please let me know. And we also do have Alexandrite on a brand new discount today. That GI certified Brazilian Alexandrite is here. Robert, let me know if you want to see anything else. Blue zircons, both of them are still available too. And now, finally, we can go back to our beloved opal ring. So call me on this one. And let's go back to 1126062. Now, I've seen a lot of opals. I've hoarded a lot of opals before we set them. And this is one of the stones that kind of confuses me because you can see a bright beam of red light shining behind the stone. And you are probably wondering what is going on. Is the camera glitching? Is the screen glitching? What is happening? That is because of your opal. This is platinum. We'll also size it for you. It is perfect. It is a single halo meets 3 stone style sort of look. Center stone is a 403, and you also have a carat 20 of diamonds. This is a crazy special piece, and it's just sitting up here and just turning on the wheel, and you can see a unique separation of the cool colors versus the warm colors, right? The blues and the greens versus the reds and the pinks and the oranges, right? There is something just so wildly unique about this stone. You have yellows too, you have those deep royal blues. Every color you could possibly want to have is in this stone. And you're just seeing right here, I'm not touching it, right? I'm not moving it, it's just spinning on the wheel. And this is already how much color you can see. Now here's the thing. Typically when an opal has reds in it, that is when the price tag kind of skyrockets, because red is the rarest and it is the most desirable color you would want to have in an opal. Questions? The pear shape? I think it's, yeah. And this has plenty of reds, right? You saw the beam of light. That is because of the opal. And $89.99 was where it started at. Now, this is not a small ring. This is pretty sizable. All of the bright neon colors go through to the edge of the stone. There is not a single blank empty space on this opal. All of it is just covered. It looks like confetti. Have you seen a more fun opal before? Because, you know, I have a tier list in my mind of, you know, the top opals that I have seen, and this one is pretty high up there on that list. Wait till you see it on the hand. And of course, it's not my size. But even from here, you can see how impressive all of the colors are and how present they are too. It's not like they kind of blend together, because that is a concern I have, especially when, you know, when I paint, that when all the colors get blended together, it makes a brown color, it makes a gray color. It's not ideal. But here you don't have that problem. The colorful flashes are separated. You can see them. And do not forget, when you have this on your hand, you're not going to be looking at it like this. You're going to be looking at it from all of the different angles. You can really just experience this ring, this stone. I call it like Mother Nature's version of an animation, right? It's not like our other stones where it is what it is, right? There's so much going on in here. There's so much going on in terms of the diamonds, right? I mean, where'd the band go, right? We've said that many times today. Where did the band go? Why is there just a floating stone and halo on her hand? But in fact, this is not a small piece. True to size on this one, it's not even going to be $39.99 here today. If you like it, please call me now. I wish all of our opals look like this one, but thing is, they don't, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it back up close, and we're gonna take a full tour of this ring. So here's what it looks like from the front. The back of the band looks like flames. Here's what it looks like from the side one more time. From the back, okay, wow. Okay, so I think this is what we might have to call a double-sided black opal, because you are never going to see it from this perspective on the hand. And I almost want to say, what a shame, because look at how bright and intense those greens are. Like, what is going on here? Like, I love this stone. Okay, it's going up in my tier list. I'm moving it up. It is going up, because how is this even possible? Let me pick it up here and just, what is going on? All of the colors you see in the front is very similarly reflected in the back. This is not some average, lifeless, black opal, right? This is beauty. This is what Mother Nature can do. And it's not going to be $39.99. If you like it, call me now. We're gonna make it very quick, very easy, one of a kind. $3,699 on this one. That is it, that is all. And this will be all for all I have in terms of black opals. So if you'd like to see anything else, please do not hesitate to call in and request them. You know I love to show them. You know I love these stones in general. You know, this is my birthstone after all, lucky me. So $36.99 on this piece, that is just unheard of. I mean, when you consider a carat 20 in just the diamonds, and not all of the diamonds are rounds, you got some baguette diamonds, channel set in the sides, that is just, I just don't know how this is still here. I expected it to sell minutes ago. But $36.99 will make it yours. Looks like our gents rings may still be here. Our blue zircons, our 2 options may also still be hanging out. Rhodocrosite for $19,999 is still here. Dolphin pendant coming up. And let me just flash the Brazilian Alexandrite, which reminds me the Russian demantoid is still here too. The round, the carat 38 for $35.99. is still available for the time being unless it's sold. But again, your operators have all of the information. Now, if you guys remember this Alexandrite GIA certified brand new discount, this ring was $59.99, and if you would like it today, we're gonna make this ring right here $3,999 GIA certified Brazilian Alexandrite. Let me know if you want to see that in full presentation. And we do have our bow ring and earrings coming up as well. It looks like we're getting some questions answered here. Dolphin piece coming up. Tanzanites are still here, and hopefully, Jason, that helped. On the diamond ring, we will find out if that one is still here or if that one has gone. Now let me actually just do a mini recap on a piece from the very beginning that I believe is still here, that I can't believe is still here. And that is going to be the Aquamarine. So this is still here. If you're thinking Aquamarine and you have a pretty picture in your mind of what it might look like and you haven't seen it yet, this is the aqua that we had today. That is what it looks like. I mean, that is just, this is top tier Aquamarine. I've only seen one other stone that had a saturation like this. And that one, believe me, it flew out the door before I even announced the final price. And I remember it well. It was a pear shape. It had black onyx around it. It had some diamonds too. It was also in the platinum. And this thing, similar. That stone is just unbelievably saturated for only $24.99. 226 center stone. Let me also try it on here so you can see what it looks like. Asymmetric sort of style, so you can really wear it either or. I love how anytime I think of Aquamarine and anytime probably you guys think of Aquamarine, you probably think of something aquatic, right? The water, the ocean, right? The waves. And there's something about this design where it's very wavy. It flows so beautifully around your center stone. It doesn't look awkward at all, but you know, even that touch of the 18K yellow gold, like that could be the sand, right? The sand on the beach, right? I mean, there is something about this where it doesn't outright scream ocean, but there is something about it that still makes me think of the ocean, right? Especially the color of that center stone, but $24.99. For a stone of this saturation, again, this should be at least $59.99, if not more, for just that center stone. And yet, look at what we are doing. Look at what we have done. $24.99. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable in the sense that it is still here. Alan would like to see the Rhodocrosite, I'm assuming, so I will bring it back up. I would love to bring it back up. So here is the aqua up close. Let me go and grab the Rhodocrosite for another look. And I wouldn't mind if we had to stay on that Rhodocrosite through the end of the show, but I mean, this one, the Rhodocrosite, the Indicolite, like the Russian demantoid, these pieces must go. Here's the Russian demantoid in question. This is $35.99, so let me know on that one. Our 2 blue zircons, $49.99, your choice of this one, and our private collection stone that looks like this. Both are still available as far as I know. So again, a lot of fantastic pieces that have to go out the door. The opal is still here. I don't know how this aqua is still here. Yes. Aqua is gone. Finally. Thank you so much. You are going to love it. And let's go back to my beloved Rhodocrosite. This is one of those pieces where I cannot stand behind the wheel and just stand here and talk to you guys about it. I actually have to go around and first zoom in a little bit here. And then I have to block 2 of the lights because I feel like once I do, it is the most ideal viewing scenario for this ring, because when you look at it like this, it's very intense. But when you look at it like this, you can see into the stone. You can see the quality. Again, I don't have to tell you guys that this is top quality rhodocrosite. You just one look at it and you can immediately tell. It's so intense that parts of the stone almost makes me think of Mahenge pink spinel, which, by the way, is usually classified as a neon stone. We do not say neon rhodocrosite, we say neon Mahenge pink spinel, and look at what it is doing. It is absolutely neon. You know, right now it only has 1 light on it, and look at what it is doing. Brand new discount on this one today. I do not believe it. And again, for high-end pieces like this, we do not take discounting lightly. That's why it was at $24,999 for the longest time. This is not something that, you know, management wakes up one day and says, you know, I would really like to discount that rhodocrosite, right? That does not happen. But today it has happened. And so here it is. If you've been thinking about it, today is your lucky day. It is a gorgeous mounting tool where you can wear it every single day if you wanted to. It has a beautiful mixture of the round white diamonds and the tapered baguettes. But again, this is truly 1 collar and 1 collar only. If you get this, truly you can never look at another rhodocrosite the same ever again. This is going to be the one that you think of the moment you think of rhodocrosite. The moment someone even mentions rhodocrosite, you are going to think of this piece right here. And you know, that's what I've been thinking of, right? Someone says rhodocrosite, immediately just this ring right here. We can all agree that it is a gorgeous stone, and I don't want to do this, but if we have to bring out another rhodocrosite ring that we have to just show you the comparison, you know, I might have to do it just to show you guys, but you know, I don't have to. You guys can see how clean the stone is, how bright it is, how truly like a, you know, a gemstone it is. And it's here. So hopefully that helped. Let me also run around the wheel here. And let me put it on the hand. I wish it was my size. I would wear it every single day until it sells, but this is what it looks like. It is bright. It is not included. It is not hazy. It is not foggy. It is perfect. And it is here for 1 collar. Let me know if anyone is thinking about this one. I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. Woke up in a cold sweat this morning thinking about it. I haven't seen it. Today, I saw it. So I'm happy it's here. I'm happy it's on a brand new price. And I will be so happy if one of you guys gets it, because I know how happy you are going to be once you get this at home. Once you open that box, make sure you are sitting down. You are going to open that box, you're going to look at this piece, and you're going to think to yourself, what did I just buy? This is the absolute best rhodocrosite in a ring that I have seen. Even better than management's own private collection stones, which I tried to get a picture of, but you know, no pictures, so just trust me when I say, if you give me a larger rhodocrosite versus this, still a large stone, but cleaner, I take the cleaner one. I would absolutely take the cleaner one. So it's here. Thank you, Alan, for asking me to show it again. I am obsessed with this stone. I'm obsessed with this piece. And it is here. So we will find out who might want to grab it here. I might just have to ask them to size it just for me so I can show it to you guys every single week until it goes, just like Mr. Bracelet that we had. So here it is. Let me know if you have any questions. That's what it looks like from the side there. So perfectly set in the platinum, true to size on this one. I just can't get over it. Take as many screenshots as you want, because I know what I am doing after the end of the show. Screenshots, recording video, And I'll probably take it into the other light box and take, you know, a 360 video of it, because this is something that you come across once in a lifetime. And if you miss out on this one, I got bad news. I don't have another one like this. We don't have rhodocrosites, you know, we don't have that many at all to begin with. So this truly is your once in a lifetime opportunity. This could easily be sitting in a museum somewhere that only, you know, only the public can see and look at and never touch or buy. And here you are on a Friday evening at TVON looking at something that could very possibly just be going to a museum, that deserves to be in a museum, honestly. But now you can call me and say, I want it, and just like that, you can own the absolute best in rhodocrosite. So back up close one last time, and I might bring up maybe the necklaces that I mentioned. And this is what it looks like from the side. And again, it's just a beautiful, it's perfect. I don't say perfect for a lot of these stones, but this is one of the stones that is just perfect. I'm obsessed. That's what it looks like from the back. It's very comfortable to wear. True to size, tapers nicely, tapers beautifully. From the other side, you can see how clean, how luscious it is. And back to the front we go. So it's here. And I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm going to show you guys the next couple of pieces, because they are necklaces, and I think 2 of the 3 can stand on its own, yes. The pear-shaped white diamond with the point facing down, is that one still here? The 1 carat exact pear-shaped white diamond? Absolutely. They wanted to see with the point facing down, so here we go. This is the pear-shaped white diamond with the point facing down. A beautiful piece, no matter how you wear it. Pear-shapes, I feel like, naturally do have that 2 ways to wear kind of look, so, you know, love to see it. Very simple design, but could work as an engagement ring, as I mentioned earlier. Tracy, I want to, but saving up for my trip next month, so I will be visiting the East Coast next month, as you know, several of my friends have gotten engaged, and you know, just wanted to go visit. It's been a while. I feel like it's been, last time I was there was about 4 years ago, so it's been a hot second, so it would be nice to see everyone again. And I've always preferred the East Coast over sunny SoCal. I do not like driving. I prefer, I like the city better, where it's just so much more convenient, or you kind of just go outside and everything is there. So, you know, I like it better over there on the East Coast. But just gonna visit for a week or so. So, you know, you'll see Joanne for, I think, 2 Fridays around middle of November. So stay tuned for that. And I'm sure you guys all missed her. I don't know if she's in school right now. I know she had summer school. I don't know if her school started. It'll probably start by then. So you'll see her then. Our 2 blue zircons are still here. Rhodocrosite is still here. If you want to talk to me after the end of the show on this one, I will stay here for as long as you want, just to talk about this piece, just to, you know, ooh and ah over it, because I mean, you just one look at it and it's just ooh and ah worthy. So here we are, rhodocrosite. We're gonna move on. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spend the rest of the show on this piece, even though I really want to. Our black opal is still here. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I have 2 tourmaline necklaces. They are going to be different prices because of the color. So, the first one I am going to show to you guys is going to be the green tourmaline. It is going to look like this. So, as you can see, pure, vivid green. Now I'm gonna zoom back a little. Just keep in mind that this is going to be different in terms of the price. Now, before I put the other one up, just take a moment here and just kind of memorize that color, because the next one I'm going to put up is in fact going to be an Indicolite. And it looks like that. So again, blue versus green. It's not facing directly into the camera, and yet you can still see how much, basically how blue it is. So here's what we're gonna do here. 2 necklaces, different price tag because of the color differences. Starting with the green tourmaline, I'm gonna move this one aside. We're gonna bring it back later. Chain comes with for both. But for this one, that pure, bright, vivid green almost gives me like a Savorite sort of look. It's going to be 1126096. And it's in the platinum and 18K. I'll have to figure out which is which if I were to guess. I'm not gonna guess actually. So it's platinum and 18K white gold. So the pendant is gonna be one, the chain is going to be another. Let me see if I can actually tell from here. Can we see what that says? So it looks like the chain is platinum and the pendant is 18K white gold. And this green tourmaline is a 2-carat 10. We've had a lot of green tourmalines, and yet there is something about this. Do you guys remember when I showed you guys a private collection green tourmaline where it had some blues to it, but it also had a lot of the greens? This, for some reason, really reminds me of that private collection green tourmaline. I think it's because of how bright the color is, how open it is, how clean the stone is. I'm sure at this point we tend to forget that tourmalines are naturally highly included. In fact, they are very rarely cut into any other shape aside from emerald cuts and baguettes, right? A lot of the tourmalines, emerald cuts, that's it. But this here is an oval. It is clean, it is beautiful, it is bright, it is vivid. It's got 16 points of the diamonds. Chain comes with. The entire pendant itself from top to bottom is 3/4 of an inch. Let me just borrow it here and move it over to the hand. It is a smaller stone, but still oh so powerful. It looks so luscious. It looks like it looks like that yellow zircon. When I said that, it looks like it's made of water or honey. It just looks so incredibly smooth. Thank you. And it's also got a chain. I know we should probably stop with giving you guys free chains, but we're gonna keep doing it anyways. Because it's convenient for you guys, right? We don't want you to get a pendant and then have to go out of your way, spend a couple of $100 more for a chain and then, this and that. Why not just send you the whole thing? So for this one, instead of $49.99, what we are going to do here today is make this one right here $19.99 for this bright, beautiful, vivid green tourmaline, including the chain. And this is what it looks like on the neckline as well here. I mean, I have a blue sapphire on my neckline, and yet this green tourmaline is outshining it. There's something about it. It just screams private collection to me. It screams, it looks like Savorite. I mean, could you imagine a Savorite in this size? How much that would be? But there's something about that color. It is so open. It is so clean in both the color and the clarity, and $19.99 will make this one yours. Let's go back up close and take one more look at this one before I bring back the piece that we're probably all waiting for, which is the Indicolite, but this is, again, green tourmaline, that pure green. There's no yellows to it, there's no blues to it, there's no grays to it, there's no browns to it, there's no any secondary colors. It is green. It is outright just green. And G says it is so clean, it looks more like a lab emerald than tourmaline. Very pretty. G, that is the perfect way that you have put it. It looks so good. It looks like a lab created stone, when in fact it is a natural stone from the earth, and it is here for $19.99. And next up, the one that we've all been probably waiting for is going to be that Indicolite. So call me on this one. And if you have any last minute requests, please do get them in as we are nearing the end of the show here. And this one is still here. No surprise. We're still waiting for the Indicolite. It is coming up. It is here, and it looks like that. Here is going to be 1126085. I think the ring is still here, which is very rare. It's very rare that the ring is still here. It's also very rare to see the fact that we have not only a ring, but also a pendant necklace today together in one show. And I know they're different cuts, but I'm just saying, why not pick up both as, you know, a possible set, wear them together, right? This is going to be platinum and 18K. So same thing as what just happened with the green tourmaline. And here instead we have a 354 emerald cut Indicolite set north to south in your necklace. Chain will come with. You also have a pretty nice minimal diamond design at the very top, totaling 20 points of your diamonds. And here's where it gets a little silly, because as you know, when the tourmalines hit the blues, when they're, you know, pure blues, the price goes a little crazy. And same thing happens here, where this piece right here, brand new today, electric stone, looks like there's lasers going through it. Supposed to be $6,999. And that, by the way, is already after a discount. I'm just here, I need to save some time because I still have so much to get to, but $69.99, not going to be your price. If you want to see the ring, let me know. I can go ahead and grab it. But it's so very rare to see two Indicolites in one show. And there's no green in these stones. You saw them together, side by side. You saw a pure green tourmaline. And then you saw this one. There is no green in this stone. And better yet, it's not even going to be $39.99 either. I just have to pick it up here, show it to you against the hand. And here I think, I mean, this is again why I love this specific cut of stone from here. It's like, oh yeah, it's a really dark gemstone. I don't really like it. And then once the light bounces off of it, suddenly it's like, oh, is this even real? It looks like some special effects were added to the stone. This is not special effects, this is just a stone and some light, and you are going to be wearing this on your neckline. Can you imagine how many heads are going to turn as you are walking down the street with this on your neckline? A lot, probably, right? And yet, $39.99, it's not. So if you would like this, I don't have anything else quite like this piece here today. We are going to make it $2,999. If you want to see the ring too, I can bring it out. The ring is a pear-shaped. But this stone, man, this is why I love this specific cut. Take a look at it against the neckline here. I mean, again, no matter how you wear it, it is going to be bright. It is going to be vivid. The chain will come with, of course. And $29.99 will make this one yours. And let's go back up close and take one last look at it. If you want me to bring up the other one again, please let me know. But I think all of our attention is going to be on this one particular stone right here. And it's just so rare to see Indicolite in, you know, in jewelry ever. So it is here. And yeah, Rebecca, we're still checking here. I think my Facebook might be acting up. But I don't know, I feel like some of the comments, I don't see them, but I see you guys replying to comments, so forgive me, I'm not ignoring you guys sometimes. Maybe I have to update my app, maybe. I always like to procrastinate with, updating my apps here and there, but, do them all at the same time, once a month. But we're checking Rebecca, so we'll see if we can find anything before the end of the show here. And we also do have our pear-shaped Indicolite in the ring, in the platinum. In case you missed it, it was $24.99, and it looked a little something like that. So you can see how consistent that color is, how, you're looking at two Indicolites side by side, and in both of these stones, you cannot see a hint of green. It is just that pure blue color. Very rare to see, especially 2 in one show. So if you want to see either the ring again, or if you want to take the necklace, please do not hesitate. And the emerald, I think is still here. The emerald for $49.99 is still here. How is that possible? This one specifically, so this is a green stone. That is a blue stone. So green versus blue. Different type of green versus same exact blue. Emerald, $49.99, $247 center stone. Don't know how that one is still here. If you want to see it again, please let me know. But I think, very rarely do we get to see emeralds even clean like that, even here, right? We have some pretty clean emeralds. They're never going to be 100% clean, but to see something that's very close to being, totally clean, like that is special. That is a treat. So let me know on the emerald. Let me know on this one. Question.
Can you show the side profile of the rhodocrosite?
Of course. Can I ask who's asking? Of course. So we are going to go back to the rhodocrosite. Looks like we got some questions on it. So here is my favorite rhodocrosite. This is the side profile of the ring here. So again, it's set snug into the ring. And it's a beautiful design too, with the round white diamonds, the tapered baguettes going down the sides. And that's what it looks like from the side. Platinum again, it's going to be a heavier weight on your hand. Love to see it, especially for a ring like this. And let me, of course, go and block the lights, even though you're not seeing too much of the stone right now. But just look at that, right? It is stunning. And this has to go. So let me know if you have any other questions. And that's what it looks like from the side. And they also turn it to the other side too, in case you want to see it from the other side too. Let me go run back across and block 2 of the lights one more time here. Hopefully that helps. And again, I fear there may be a fight on this one, because I know I showed it pretty early and to give you guys enough time to think about it, but had some questions here and there that I've been hearing about. So I just ask that you guys don't call me at the end of the show at the same time, because then we'll have to do a conference call. We'll have to negotiate, right? So here we go. Rhodocrosite. And I was just given something right here, blue-green. Blue-green. Rebecca, I don't have anything that is outright blue-green. They brought me 2 paraibas. Let me flash them so to see if Rebecca, if you would like either of these. I think she wants like a green paraiba with some blues to it. Again, I had a little talk about this earlier. We had a lot of green stones, blue greens, blue stones. So hopefully this helps. Rhodocrosite. Let me know. I don't want to move on, but I have to. Rebecca, they brought out 2 paraibas for me. This is the first one. So a very subtle hint of green to it, I will say. But let me bring out the other one. So the pear shape right here is a carat 91. And the oval over here is going to be a carat 66. And if I'm being super picky about it right now, the one on the right is just a little less green. It's more of that iconic electric neon blue color. And if you like either of these, we are going to do them same price. Why not? That's been a common theme so far today. Why not continue with it? So for both of these rings, they were supposed to be $29,999 each. And from there, discount after discount happened, which, you know, with paraibas, you don't see discounts happen that often at all. So, end of the show is here. If you would like either of these, just know that the pear-shaped is a carat 91 center, 86 pointed diamonds. The oval is a carat 66 with a carat 45 of diamonds. And we're gonna make it quick and easy, $9,999, your choice of. Rebecca, we are still going in the back and checking and seeing if there might be something else that is more what you're looking for. But here are two options for any paraiba lovers out there who might be looking for something, who might be dreaming of paraiba that you can actually buy. That's not, you know, held up at some high-end jewelry store or held up in some museum. Something that you can actually call in, purchase, and have it sent to you. This is it. And is this more the color you're looking for, Rebecca? Let me know. This is definitely more on the blue-green side. I would actually say, yeah, pretty blue-green on this one. So it is I think it's a round. It looks like a round. Calling a cushion, but looks like a round to me. Rebecca, let me know if this is what you are looking for. Still a paraiba. Definitely more of that blue-green color. So here we have our two options, $99.99, your choice of. Let me, of course, try both of these on here in case anyone is maybe thinking about it at the tail end of the show here. And this is what they both look like. So $99.99, your choice of. Some beautiful paraiba options here. And a lot of diamonds too. So I think the oval has to stay like it is in the white gold. The other one you can change if you want to, but both of these stones are beautiful, neon, bright, and $99.99 for either of these. Last 15 minutes is here. Is my Rhodocrosite still here, or is it gone? Please tell me it's gone. Although I would love to recap it, I really hope that someone has picked it up, because that piece of that importance should not be here. So let me know. Did anyone take my Rhodocrosite? Thinking. All right. I do not doubt that it will go, if not at the very end of the show, after the show. So just keep that in mind. Pieces do go after the fact, and I may not even hear about it until maybe tomorrow. So do not hesitate. And, you know, if you don't like it for whatever reason, if you say it's not for you, you can send it right on back. But I know that if you get it, that you are going to absolutely fall in love with it. So let me know on the paraibas as well as the Rhodocrosite. Andy, she's saying that 1126104 is what she is looking for, or more what she's looking for the color. So I have no idea what that is. I don't have a computer up here with me, but the one that I have? Oh, it's like this color. Huh. Wait, what is, can you describe that piece for me? Maybe I can imagine it. Sunday. Was it a cush oval? Was it pretty much exactly like this one? Okay. Rebecca, they're telling me that that color is pretty much close to these two, so maybe I can look in the back after the show. Maybe I can find something, and maybe I can have some options for you over the weekend. But I have these two, and I have this one. So if none of these are what you're looking for, I think I know what you're talking about, but I will do my best to try and find something in the back after the show, if that's okay with you. And then if we have anything, we can bring it up for you on the weekend here. But yeah, we've had a nice variety of paraibas, and it's been a very interesting mixtures of blues and greens and percentages and, you know, this and that. So Rebecca, I will look, and if there's anything, I will let you know. This is here. Russian demantoid is here. Let's see if I can show you guys anything else before we go here. If not, then I'll just recap several pieces from here and there. Ooh, speaking of blues and greens, we just had a green tourmaline necklace We just had an Indicolite necklace to follow. Now, how about something that could be in the middle ground? This is going to be 1126017, and it looks a little something like this. Definitely a little heavier in terms of the greens, but with all things considered, I do see some blues in this stone right here. Okay, so 96 points about in the price range, no rush. Sounds good. I will keep an eye out after the show. This is platinum. Of course, when you have a stone as impressive as this, has to be in the platinum, right? This is our 226 pear-shaped center stone. Also very bright, very reminiscent of that oval green tourmaline that we had not too long ago, a stone that looks so good that it looks like it could have been man-made. 20 points of your diamonds here, and this is, by the way, a lot of platinum. Whoa, wait, what just happened there? Now, blue-green, right? That's what we called it. There, blues. There's where you have your blues. That is sort of a special stone. Wait till you see it against the hand, because here is where you can really tell, where you can sort of visually tell where the weight of the platinum comes in. Tracy says, wow, that is gorgeous. Absolutely. Chain comes with the entire pendant from top to bottom is 1.25 inches, and the chain that comes with is 18 inches at its longest. It is a spring ring clasp, and it is not adjustable. But this is such a unique color of tourmaline, and $59.99, what it should be. It's definitely got some paraiba-like colors hidden in there. And this blends in perfectly with all of the regular paraibas that we brought to you guys. It blends in perfectly with all the green paraibas that we brought to you guys. This is just another one of those pieces that it is such a unique color. Reminds me of that tiny little pear shape that I had in a ring with all of the negative space and the yellow gold. I'm sure you guys remember it. Yes. Not calling it paraiba on the bag, blue greens, but it definitely does have, you know, that paraiba-like color to it. Absolutely. But here's what we're going to do on this one. End of the show is here. I have to recap that Rhodocrosite. I'm going to make it very quick, very easy. $24.99 on this piece. Call me now. $24.99. That's it. That's all. Take a look at it on the neckline here. Again, I am sorry to that blue sapphire, but you know, this tourmaline right here, this blue-green, it is just far brighter, far better. And $24.99 will make it yours. Chain comes with, of course. And it's just such a unique color. So call me on this one. Let's go back up close. And I will show you guys what the back looks like too. There you see it. Clean, perfect stone. Tourmaline still. Hard to believe, I know. And this is $24.99. Call me if you'd like to grab it, and I will start to build our recap wheel, because you know what has got to be on the recap wheel, and that is going to be this Rhodocrosite. Again, so many questions. A lot of you guys are, you know, have been thinking about this piece, and for that I have to say thank you so much. But just know that I only have this one. Out of all the Rhodocrosites that I've seen, that I probably will see in the future, nothing can top this one right here. So this is truly a piece that once you miss it, you're going to be kicking yourself, you know, 5 years from now, being like, man, I should have bought that Rhodocrosite. You know, we do not happen upon these stones every single day, and it's just such a joy to just be able to bring a piece like this to you guys. So please do not miss out on the Rhodocrosite. Again, if you want to talk to me after the end of the show, I'll be here for as long as you need me to be, just to talk about this piece. But you are going to be happy with it. I know it for a fact. And let me just rearrange these blue zircons that we had. So this one was from the private collection. This one is also a really special stone. Oh, so this one did end up going. So thank you. The private collection did end up going. Was it our requester by any chance? Or, oh, congratulations and hello to our brand new requester, Bach. Very cool name there. And let's see. Mandarin Garnet's Gents ring. I'm bringing it back up out here because it is still here as far as I know. And both paraibas are still here too. Gents ring in the back right here. A nice collection of colors that we are seeing here. And what else should I bring up here? I should bring up, oh I know, the Indicolite that we had not too long ago. So here we have our blue zircons in the back, and then now we have our Indicolite. And in case you missed it, I didn't present this one, but I did mention it. If you would like our Brazilian Alexandrite GIA certified, it is here. Brand new price on this one up here, $39.99. I don't know how. I don't know who wrote that price, but it is here. And this is it. So this is our little recap wheel. Let me see if I should maybe throw something else up here. Flash the yellow zircon, in case anyone was interested. Our conch pearl, the largest, is still here, as well as, I'm just going to show our emerald cut Tanzanite in the bridge, just because, you know, it's easier to display. But it is also just a gorgeous piece, beautiful piece. The other one is still here too, if you want to see it for a side-by-side comparison. So here we have it, some pretty important pieces up here. G says, the Rhodocrosite mine in Colorado has closed. So very good point there. The mine has closed. So what is out there in the world is out there. And what I have seen of what is out there, this one is the absolute best. And I'm not saying that just to make you guys buy it. Truly, I have seen private collection material and nothing comes close to this one. This is number one in my heart. And let me just block the lights to see if anything fun happens. So of course that rhodocrosite just turns brighter. And of course, you know, the blue zircon, still as bright as can be. That mandarin garnet, neon, I might say. The Indicolite, surprisingly enough, is pretty, you know, showing off right now. But guys, that rhodocrosite absolutely has to go. The blue and black Tanzanite too. But man, that centerpiece right there, it has to go, absolutely. Let me see, I did mention that bow piece. Let me just throw up the ring here. If you would like the ring and the earrings, we'll just do them for the same price. So this is the bow ring that I mentioned that I didn't get the chance to show you guys today. This is 18K yellow gold, has to stay like it is with rubies, of course. And for the ring, you know, it's supposed to be $29.99, but if you would like it here today, I'll make it $12.99 for only one collar. And if you would like the matching earrings, so as you can see, the bows are a little bit larger. Also 18K yellow gold for the bow earrings, same exact thing. We'll just make them $12.99. Why not? So if there's anything you want me to try on one more time, I'm talking to myself at this point, but I would love to try on the rhodocrosite. This is what the rhodocrosite looks like, and that Tanzanite is pretty big, where you can see it spinning on the wheel below. So that's just a heads up there. It's a large ring, but this rhodocrosite is something that someone has got to get today. Do not wait on this, really. I would love to have more than one of rhodocrosite that looks like this, especially in this size, but I just do not. So do not hesitate. I'll be here after the show if you want to talk, and someone just has got to grab this ring here today. Rhodocrosite mine in Colorado has closed, so again, this is it, guys. Let's go back up close. One last look at everything together. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Let me know. Let me try on that blue zircon too here, since the private collection ring has gone, but this one is still a spectacular stone. It's a large stone, a large overall piece, and you're not going to miss it, especially when it's on your hand. And again, $49.99 on this one, a beautiful stone. It looks like there are, you know, round, brilliant cut white diamonds set into this ring, when in fact it's just what blue zircon does best. So this one is here as well. And let me also see here, let me try on the bow ring in case anyone is interested in it here. So I think this is a really cute little ring. I think it will work anywhere except for maybe the thumb, but here, I mean, those rubies look pretty bright to me, and you know, smaller stones they are, absolutely, but that does not happen every single day. But it looks like lasers going through your rubies here. And let me actually move it over to my thumb because I'm a little curious to see what it might look like. So I mean, that's just an idea. It could be a really cool, really unique, really quirky thumb ring. So just an idea there. True to size on this one though, so wear it however you want. And of course we have some, pretty matching earrings here. And this is our little recap wheel. So again, it's been a fun show. And just wanted to thank everyone for being here with me today. I'll be here again next Friday, same place, same time. And just wanted to thank everyone again for shopping today. It's been a crazy show. A lot of brand new designer pieces, a lot of museum pieces, and a lot of blooming bucky Tanzanite. So just wanted to thank everyone again, and hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. And Lauren will be back with you guys tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, as usual, online on TV. Our schedule is on our website, TVON.com. So if you're newer to us, everything is there. If you have any questions, again, do not hesitate to call us and we can answer any questions you might have. But again, thank you so much for joining me today. And let's take one last look at our recap wheel here. Before we go, Rhodocrosite absolutely has to go. It's not that long of a time between now and tomorrow's show anyway, so I might as well just sleep over until the Rhodocrosite sells. Like if the Rhodocrosite does not go, then I am not gonna go. So let me know on anything up here. Again, I will be here. And again, have a great rest of your Friday. And I will see you guys next Friday, online only, same place, same time, for more fun pieces. And have a great rest of your night.